I get +4 from my, what's the ability called?
Bursts
Mage
of armor
armor?
for anybody.
Cloak of Darkness, which is basically like mage armor, but except that it scales. Later on, it's going to be like a +6 bonus, and then eventually a +8 bonus. I think it
I'm gonna take that Cure
caps
Light
at
Wounds because I don't
+10.
have any potions.
I don't remember how the scaling on it works exactly. It takes a
Bursts
while
of armor
before
for
it
anybody.
goes. Yeah, again, that it doesn't stack with my other thing, so.
Is that good for me?
It's alright. It doesn't stack with
I
mage
shouldn't-
armor.
I shouldn't be taking damage anyways. Like, yeah, now I have mage armor on. I'm gonna start preparing 2 mage armors.
You only
One
need
for
to prepare
me.
the one just because
Well,
And
you
he's been
can.
putting it
for,
on Nimitep.
Yeah, and Nematep has a Pearl of Power that she gives you to
Yeah.
recharge it, so you really could just prepare it once and you could still cast it on
Wait,
both
what?
yourself and Nematep.
What is a Pearl of Power, and what is...
It
what?
holds a spell.
It lets you recharge a spell that you've used.
Like, every day?
So
Mhm.
that is my intention. I haven't had.
I guess you haven't done it
opportunity to
yet.
Try one yet.
Oh,
But I
okay, so I
will.
guess for
I
now you
will
would have to
have
prepare
one.
2. But eventually you only
Okay.
have to prepare 1.
In that case, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
be casting mage armor once on you and once on me once you get that.
I guess for
And
now you
until
will
then,
have
I'll
to
just
prepare
stay
2, though.
back. No, I'll just stay
Or
back.
you could wear it.
Okay, so
Or you could wear the braces of armor.
someone needs to take
No,
the
no, no,
documents
no.
from the library because those are valuable.
How heavy are they?
They have no weight.
Well, you guys
Oh,
are still
perfect, I'll take those
exploring,
then.
so you might not, like, grab them yet. But yeah, you will.
The ever-burning torch is worth a bit of gold to sell, so somebody should probably take that. The holy water is just useful, so
I mean, we
I
should
think
take,
Nero
like,
should
all
take
of the
that.
stuff. I just can't carry anything.
Nero, take the holy water. You shoot water, and you're all about killing undead
Wizpop's
anyway.
like, I spent a lifetime of carrying things. Oh wait, I don't have to roleplay
And hide from
Wizpops
undead
anymore.
should go to somebody too.
Yeah.
We were trying to come up with things you would
And
say.
the scrolls
last
of
session.
effortless armor, hold person, magic weapon, sound burst. Those are all cleric weapon scrolls, right? So Layla should have those.
Yeah, I left all the
Hey,
cleric stuff.
I'll take them, but I'm probably going to throw a bunch of them back in the party sheet when it comes time to sell stuff because
Yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna
Oh,
do
yeah, I probably will too.
a lot of those are not very useful.
And
Do
someone
scrolls
take
have
the
weight?
wand.
Scrolls have a little bit of weight, I think.
I
but
mean,
not
when you
much.
get a bunch of them together, but usually what you end up doing is putting them
Okay.
in a scroll tube or something like that, and
Actually, I guess they're not listed as having a weight in here,
right.
so,
Oh,
yeah, maybe
vanishes,
it's-
wizard. Okay, I'll take it.
But it's like if you take a spell book, subtract like its casing weight and 100
Mhm.
pages, whatever that would be, I guess. It's just a fraction. It's pennies.
Okay. Delete everything else on there, I guess. If no one's gonna take the sun rods, because those are pretty.
Do we want to bring the scale mail?
You guys don't
and
want the
sell it?
thieves' tools?
Does
Oh my
Nematep
god, how do you
need
grab
them? I
all
thought
of
she
these?
had some.
Don't we have
I'll
masterwork or not?
check.
Are you sure you don't want to carry sun rods? They can be handy.
I seen
I'll
the.
take the sun rods.
It's so heavy.
And then
Yeah, I
the other
have
things, they're
masterwork thieves'
just little weapons. Yeah.
Yep, we'll leave these.
Okay.
A wand weighs no more than 1 ounce?
Yeah, they're really light. They're like almost weightless.
Okay.
Oh man, I always imagined them being a lot bigger.
Raz, what do you use for ranged weapon? Because those chakrams might actually be pretty good in your hands.
Hmm.
They're range 30 for D8 damage.
Are you trying to get me to become a dancer?
No. Although that would be interesting to see. Do you want to become a dancer?
Dance for us.
Maybe. They are quite dignified and have great poise.
Oh, is that what Raz wants? To be dignified and poised?
He wants to be civilized. He wants
Yeah,
to prove to everyone that
civilization.
gnolls can be respectable.
But dignified and poised.
He's like the Beast in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I want to see
have
Raz
to
in
dance
like a
ballroom
fancy ass mansion by the end of this game.
I'm gonna put him in a pretty dress.
Oh god.
Well, okay.
I mean, if he's into it, then sure, but
Well, it's because like in Final Fantasy 14, dancers are coming out in the next expansion. They use chakra.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So all I can think of when I see a chakram is a
okay.
dancing bunny girl.
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know anything about that, but okay.
It's
That's
one
fine.
of those
So
things.
the chakrams, they're for throwing.
Yeah, they're like,
Yes.
yeah.
We'll try them out. I have spears, but chakrams sound fun too.
I always find that funny about games like MMOs when they release like a new class. Like everybody and their mother is all going to log in and make that same class. So you're just going to have everybody on that character for a while.
Well, there's a
while.
huge debacle going on with the bunny girls in 14 because
God.
they're a female exclusive race, even though there are males that exist in the world, but we're not getting male Vera.
Yeah, they're installing new races, guys. Like they're installing like the Ronso, but they're not the Ronso. They're making bunny people.
Yeah, and
I mean,
they're
they're going
male locked.
full on furry. Final Fantasy.
Oh no way!
Oh yeah,
Final Fantasy.
dude. Every
The
time I
only
log into
anthropomorphic
Final
race that's
Fantasy,
playable is Ronzo, or the whatever they're called, Rothgar.
Anyways,
The Makote and the Vera are not anthropomorphic.
yeah, I don't know much about that, but still, it's just they know their audience, just like League of Legends.
No, they do.
They know
They
their audience.
all want bunny girls and cat girls and male cat girls.
I swear, it's like
You say male cat girls?
like in
Male
Overwatch.
cat girls.
If they gave Reaper like, have you ever seen those fairy spinners where you like they spin and propel into the air and spin? They're like little fairies, little plastic toys.
Yes.
Well, if you know anything about Reaper in Overwatch, he spins. And I was saying, if they just gave him a skin that made him look like a fairy, people would buy it. And you know it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like if these companies want to make money,
People
they
love
just
shit
gotta
like that. Yeah, but it
make
ruins the
pink
character, though.
things and girly things. Because I don't know why, but I think guys like girly things more than girls do. At least it seems that way to me.
No, that's fair.
In video games, they're like, I'm innocent because they don't know who I am,
It's
so
the
I can
whole-
show my true colors.
Well, no, it's the whole like, this is something that you normally could not have.
Right,
And
yeah.
it's like, well, now I want it.
Right. That's fair, that's fair. In our childhoods, we were
But anyway.
suppressed from liking pink or blue.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we've dealt with everything in an inventory sheet that we're not going to use, so you can just delete that.
Well,
Or
you guys
someone
can
can carry it and
sell
we can
those
sell it.
basic items at 50% market value.
Yeah, they're not worth that much.
Scale mail? Isn't it?
It's
Well,
only 50 GP.
pennies add up. So
Yeah.
Here's your pennies.
Something.
Alright, sweet.
I like pennies. I have 2 penny jars, in fact.
Oh, fuck Petty.
One in my car and
Ew.
one in my house.
I don't use cash,
Me neither.
period.
So much weight. So much weight for so little.
But when legal marijuana came out, you have to get cash, and suddenly I had to go to the ATM every once in a while, and sometimes
Well, there
you
you go.
just
Why do you have
end
to
up
get
with
cash
change
for legal marijuana?
because they
Well, it
won't
was
take
a
credit
cash
cards or yeah, it's cash only.
Oh, I see.
Just
Yeah.
that particular business.
Right.
Yeah. That makes sense, because otherwise, like, the federal government could, like, track
That's
stuff
right.
or whatever,
Yeah.
if they desire to.
It's still illegal at the federal level, and because the banks
Plus, you
have
know,
to
we could be
deal with
saving
the federal
metal.
government.
On the
Yeah, that's
Probably
the thing that's
these
crazy to me, is
dumb
that's
coins.
still legal at the federal level.
I mean, I don't know.
All right, so
It's a controversial topic to a lot
I
of people.
think we got pretty exhausted after that fight in terms of resources. I think we were gonna
did you?
exit, sell,
We
a bunch of
already-
things and rest.
I don't know if we sold
Oh, yeah,
anything,
you
but I
guys
think
already
we already had that. We exited. We already exited and rested.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
So
And we
wait then,
turned
so
in.
can
We turned in the people that we fought, like the
Right.
whatever, the evil hand or whatever the fuck they were called.
Evil
And
scorched. hand.
yeah, and we
The
the
evil
scorched
hand.
hand.
Yeah.
They had a couple of burning
we like
hands,
turned them
yeah.
over to the we turned them over to the authorities already. So like that, and we rested before we came back.
All right.
So we should have all of our
Then let's
spells
finish
back
exploring
already and
this place.
everything. And then we're gonna
Wait. Oh, we came back. Okay.
So I'm
See,
gonna
here's the
unlock
thing
tokens.
I'm thinking is, I need to stop carrying all this like bedding and stuff around with me. That's what's
Yeah.
hurting my back.
Yeah,
my
we don't
old
need a
man
bedroll.
back.
I never bought a bedroll
Just
because I was
ask
like,
Nimitech
well,
if
we
you can
did-
leave it at
we
her
did,
house.
We did sleep in the place once, right?
yeah.
once. Yeah.
Nimitech
Yeah,
has
for
an
the most
Bed
part-
there,
apartment.
just not one you'd want to sleep on.
You might be able to just leave
Yeah,
your
you just
bedding-
crash at Nematep's house.
If that's
There you
fine with
go.
you, I'm just gonna leave my stuff there and say I did that.
Although Nematep
But I
hasn't
don't
said
need to be
anything
carrying
about
this
it, so
bedroll
don't
and all
just
that.
assume it's okay to
Oh.
like show up.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, I'm sure I have like somewhere I live in town. I don't know where.
Maybe you
I
just
don't
stand it
remember
in
my
somewhere. I
backstory.
don't know.
Raz can help Pops out. He's kind like
Okay.
Nimitep
I'll
installs
ask if I can just
lockers
leave
at
some
her
of my
house
stuff
for you
there.
guys.
I'll if it's okay with you, I'll give you mage armor every day if you let me crash at your place. That seems like a good deal, right?
Let me
Oh,
crash on
no.
your couch.
A spell slot
Yeah.
for
No,
it.
She's like, I don't have a couch. She's like, well, I'll just set up the two chairs next to each other
Here
and
you
pretend
go.
it's a couch.
No,
You
no,
might
no.
have
I'll
back
sleep on the
problems,
floor.
but you
I'll
probably
be
already
okay.
do.
My bedroll has some extra cushioning in it for my old man back.
It's like full of rocks.
Yeah, the space under the table. That's where Whizpop sleeps.
I've slept in worse places in my days.
Alright, so
Inside is good.
the question is, if you were in this room as you guys were to come back down, which direction would you choose to go first?
Continue the way we came.
Continue the way
I
you
agree
go.
with
Already kind of
Nematep.
explored.
Then I need a perception from everybody.
Okay.
No one tells me what to do.
Okay, you can close your eyes, but you will still hear.
I rolled it. I rolled it anyway.
What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there 5 of us?
Nematep has good perception. Yeah, I don't see Neros.
Oh, okay. My brain stopped working.
There you go. Sorry about that.
Has a good
Alright.
perception.
Nimitep, Layla, and Nero all notice something as you guys start walking down this little corridor again. And you notice to the north here that there seems to be what would be a secret door, except for it's just
Yeah.
tiny fraction of an inch open. So it's not completely sealed shut secret. So that's how you noticed it.
Let's explore.
Traps.
Alright. I mean,
Yeah, that's all good. I'll open
yeah,
it.
you don't think there are traps.
What's inside?
Okay, you guys open the door. And inside the door is not only a room, but also the compass. Because I'm just gonna reveal that now.
Oh my god, we see a compass.
Is it Pathfinder compass?
No.
Giant wayfinder?
Good thing that north is actually up
Oh.
here, so I don't get too confused.
Right?
I know a lot of Pathfinder maps like to be like north is this way, and I'm like that's not very, or like this way, like that's north,
Yeah.
Diagonal
north,
down.
Yes.
and I'm like, oh cool, good job. Very
Looks safe
very
in
not
there.
confusing.
Yep. It should be clear.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's check it out.
A stone effigy of a humanoid figure stands at the north end of this room, its arms spread in a gesture of supplication or as if commanding an object to rise in the air. The figure's face is devoid of detail, with only vague contours where the eyes and nose should be. An extensive series of hieroglyphs covers the western wall, opposite a stone bench that stands against the eastern wall.
Okay. Let's check out what
Why
these
would they put
hieroglyphs have to say.
a little shrine behind a secret door? Seems odd.
It's a secret shrine.
Okay.
I only know Assyrian, though. I don't know ancient Assyrian, so if I can't
And it,
interpret these glyphs, then Nematep and Wizpops, right? You read them.
yeah.
You
Take a
you
look-see.
two read very good.
Sure. Someone move me. What do I read?
Oh, geez, Wizpops, you're not that old. That you can't walk.
One of you sons of guns carry me. Arr.
Actually, that'd be
Alright.
kind of fun to just have like the wizard on my shoulders.
So the hieroglyphs are in ancient Osirian, but they seem to be written in a poetic style in an ancient dialect and are particularly difficult to follow. However, you guys spend some time to translate it, and it says, "Woe to you who would plunder the reliquary of the thrice divided soul. Turn away, lest the harsh judgment of the forgotten one fall upon you and your descendants for 1,000 generations. Turn away, for his Ka cannot be appeased, and it shall call forth legions of the dead and damned. Turn away, and may the all-seeing eye and the Lady of Graves take pity on you, for, if not, the forgotten Pharaoh shall consume you, body and soul."
That sounds very
That was
cryptic.
beautiful.
Sounds spooky.
I'll put it there for you guys.
Well, the Lady of Graves, I know.
That's for Ozma.
So we can have some knowledge religions, and I don't know if you guys are going to examine the room further with perception.
Of course.
Any other things you want to do, mention it.
I have knowledge, religion.
Oh, religion.
It's okay, you guys have it.
So Layla, Wizpops, and Nero identify the Ka as one component of an ancient Osirian concept of the soul, which was divided into 5 parts. The Ka contains a person's vital spark, that which distinguishes the living from the dead. And then Wizpop don't see shit.
Would a 15 have made that
Yeah, I never
knowledge
did.
roll?
Yeah, a 15 would.
Okay.
Layla, you notice some droplets of blood on the floor near the door, marred by soiled footprints. The blood is still tacky, hinting at its recent origin.
So the scorched hand was in here, maybe?
And let's see, what did you roll? You rolled a 19, Nimtop's 26. You detect faint traces of an inscription of writing on the secret door, which can be identified as the remnants of a discharged glyph of warding spell.
Oh.
So scorched hand cleared out the trap for us. I think.
And then does
Silly, I think
anybody
of.
study the effigy?
Uh,
Or or move up
Nah,
to
we'll just
it,
leave it here.
examine it, or anything?
It's a statue.
Sure.
Dangerous.
Yeah,
I'll
I keep my
move
distance.
up and take a look.
Okay. Whiz Pops.
It slaps you.
I mean, do you want me to have that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah, that's actually-
do you want
that is what I want to
the statue
happen.
to slap him?
I need people to realize the danger.
Dangerous statue.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps your instincts are right, but it wasn't the statue that's going to slap him, as something seems to come out from behind it and strike out at him. But Whiz Pops, you're going to also notice something when you start examining the statue. But I want to see if you get hit first. Does a 20 hit your flat-footed sir? Whoops.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Yes, yes it does.
I was pretty sure I targeted you, but what I really did was opened the wrong version of the character sheet. There we go. Okay. Whiz Pops, roll me a fortitude save.
Oh no.
The soft
definitely not
scrape
his best
of
save.
bone reveals the
Hey!
sinuous
Problem.
skeleton of a large snake. Its head, a humanoid skull with a snake's jaw.
Ooh, creepy.
Mm.
Alright,
think
Whiz
I-
Pops, you're fine.
I'm pretty sure I've
Phenomenal.
fought these things before. Is this just a trap and then or is this actually like we need to roll initiative?
You guys need to roll initiative. So while you guys are doing that, Whiz Pops, what you notice as you move up to the statue is that around the face, there's no dust, but like everywhere else on the statue, there is. And that's suggesting that recently the face probably was wearing something on it.
Yeah. Some kind of mask or something.
Mm-hmm.
Did we loot anything from the scorched hand that would make sense as that?
No.
No.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm
We did
supposed to roll
find
initiative.
a mask,
I
didn't
forgot.
we? Somewhere else?
We did on like a wall.
You've seen
Yeah, there were some
burial
masks
masks
on
and
walls,
decoration.
But that's not what this is.
Or paintings, I guess.
Jeez,
Also, I
Whiz
rolled
Pop's
well again.
rolling really well.
Yeah,
Alright.
219.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is definitely
Next
a
is a
situation where
20.
you want to roll. This is definitely a situation where you wanted to roll high. Oh, but it rolled
It,
high as well, apparently. It has a better bonus.
it has a better bonus, or does it? Let's double check that. What's his bonus?
I only have
Probably.
a 2 bonus.
A 2? Yeah, it beat you.
That just figures.
That's unfortunate.
That's like my kind of luck. I'm like, yeah, I rolled high. Oh, but they all
Oh.
rolled higher.
Good job. Alright, so this thing reaches to bite at you again, and you're still flat-footed.
It wouldn't really matter.
And then I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Again?
Again.
Mhm. Hopefully you don't take con damage, or you're probably gonna go unconscious.
Yep.
Oh, this is
Yep.
more fun. This is more fun. Way more fun.
Goodbye, cruel world.
You are paralyzed for 2 rounds.
That's pretty bad.
Oh no.
Alright.
Oh no.
Whiz Pops, you're paralyzed. Layla.
Yep.
Um.
Well, I'll start working on my new character.
No, they'll save you.
Nope,
don't
I mean,
worry.
I could- I could
I'm
go
gonna come
heal
up and
you.
singe
Should be
you.
good.
Raz will
I'm
reposition you.
I'm almost unconscious. We'll
Does
Whether you
repositioning
want
I'm gonna run
to
up
be
on you.
repositioned or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up on you like singed and just flip you over my back.
Okay, perfect.
Mix, mix, swirl, mix.
It failed the reflex. It is entangled.
It failed the reflex and
All right,
now
well, if you
it
get
is
whiz popped away
entangled.
from him, it won't be able to chase him.
Oh yeah,
So
and you guys are pretty confident this is some sort of construct, as it doesn't seem to be real.
yeah, and I'll pull out my crossbow as I do that,
Okay.
and I'll stay where I'm at. I think actually, I'll even move back 5 feet.
All right, Raz.
I'm gonna 5-foot step over, and I'm gonna combat maneuver Whiz Pops to reposition him.
So will that provoke from the creature as Whiz Pops moves?
If I'm
It
within,
doesn't.
it's... Oh, yeah, the forced movement does not provoke
Okay.
on the creature being moved.
Okay. I wasn't sure about
It would
that.
only
but,
provoke
yeah.
from me if I'm within its reach.
Gotcha.
But we go, whoop, that's still enough to move Whiz Pop, because he's paralyzed.
This paralyzed tiny old man flips over to the other side.
And then as 2 free actions with quick draw, I draw my scimitar and shield.
Nice. All right. Nimitep? You have non-lethal on you right
Step
now.
over here.
Do you mean to take that off you?
Yes, I will not be doing non-lethal to
Okay.
the undead construct thing.
I figured as much.
Yeah, we're not. Even if you don't know if it's an undead or a construct, you know that both of those are immune to
That's right.
non-lethal.
And I will try and beat on this thing here.
All right. Now you guys seen this before though, a snake guarding a thing.
Blah.
Seems to be
Oh,
a
well, maybe
common
I'll
Blah.
try and
theme.
attention or something.
Oh no. The snake dodges all of your swings.
Yep.
Nero?
Nero's gonna come in and kill Whiz Pops. No.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, that solves
Coup
a
de
lot
grace.
of
Oh wait, no.
He wanted to build a new character.
things.
You're doing a mistake.
No!
No.
Whiz Pops
Waka
is...
waka.
I mean, I have a lot of favorite characters, but Whiz Pops is definitely up there.
He's up there.
I would be devastated.
I will take the burn here. Wow, 2 1s. Maybe you are supposed to die.
Youch.
Oh, I still appreciate it.
That's still a lot of his health.
For Whiz
Yeah,
Pops,
I'm
that
low bit.
is.
It's still 7, so...
Yeah, it's like a third of his health.
All right.
And that's
It's actually like a third of my health too, but
round 2. This thing. All right.
Yep.
Nimitep's
it's
turn.
entangled, but it still can reach Nematep and Raztak. So
Yeah. All right, it's gonna try to bite at Nimitep.
Okay.
Ooh, it misses.
Hooray!
fighting defensively and probably it being entangled helped.
Hell
Whiz
yeah.
Pops is paralyzed. Layla.
Because it's
Number
entangled,
2.
yes. It would have hit me otherwise.
I'm going to pull. I'm actually going to pull out the Cure Light Wounds wand
Okay.
as I move up, and I'm going to use it on Whiz Pops.
Nice. All right. Keep him top off.
He looks pretty badly hurt.
Oh.
All right, that's a little bit. All right,
Yeah.
that's
That's
my
a
turn.
cure wand in combat.
Yep. Well, I can't really get a good angle on this guy right now, and I already did my thing to him, so.
Yeah.
You
All right,
went from red to
Raz.
green, so that's good.
I'm going to rage. Going to power attack. And I'm going to attack it with my scimitar.
Okay.
That'll do it.
I think you got him.
You hit.
I guess see how much his DR screws over your damage. I think he got
You know
big
his
enough
DR?
strength bonus. I'm just guessing, actually.
What hasn't had DR other than
Everything in this campaign has
scorched
DR.
hand.
Everything
We
that
learned
hasn't
this.
had
Well, I was just
DR
wondering,
has
'cause-
hardness.
Secret said that we know it's a construct, but no one else said anything.
Yeah,
about
nobody identified it, but you guys can.
I didn't
you've
actually
seen
roll
it.
this
Knowledge.
before.
So sorry, guys.
Not this
can't
particular
identify
thing,
it.
but you have seen.
Technically,
Okay,
you
so-
can. You just wouldn't be able to tell us anything about it.
It definitely
Sure,
does
I guess
have DR.
I'm waiting
then,
till
so
I'm not paralyzed.
Razthak is in as he hits it. He says, slashing, no good. What work?
Skeletons are vulnerable to bludgeoning.
That's a good point. So then, as a move action, because I still have one, I'm going to sheath my scimitar and quick draw my warhammer.
Okay.
I think sheathing provokes.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to jump.
Oh, would
on
it? I can drop the scimitar then.
Yeah, it's not like you're going anywhere. Unless I fear you.
Yeah. That's my
Okay.
turn.
Alrighty. Oops. Nimitep.
I believe in you, Nimitap.
Okay, you hit. It's hittable. Alright.
Yeah, yeah, it's hittable.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks
Oh,
like bludgeoning
yep, I think
works.
you guys are right.
Oh, I'm actually very surprised that bludgeoning worked, but I'm happy with that. Oh, it's
Like I missed him, like,
entangled. I'm wondering why that hit.
Yeah, it's because he's entangled.
Right.
If a 13 hits, then I can hit it as long as I don't roll a 1.
Alright. And
Yep.
Nero?
And Nero will finish it off.
Possibly.
Oh yeah, Nero.
Nero will try.
Smack it up.
Oh,
Oh,
he
you
has
guys gotta
bludgeoning,
give me
doesn't he?
one round.
Oh, he does.
Oh, everything I have is bludgeoning.
Yeah.
At least everything in
Use
my
the
blast
water
is
blade.
bludgeoning. That's what I'm gonna do.
It's more of a rod than a blade, though, isn't
I'll
it?
have-
It bludgeons
I'll have to
things.
take a burn on that though.
The water forms into what he wants it to look like because he has that mental control.
It's just always bludgeoning.
It's always bludgeoning, though. That's right.
Right.
Right, it's because it's like concussive, like getting hit by the water. It's splashing on him.
It's mass
great
hitting
force.
you.
Oh, damn.
Ooh, a crit.
Oh,
Hot bloody damn!
That thing is so dead.
Oh, shit.
Nero
With the kinetic
smash!
damage?
Yeah,
I don't
Nero
think I've ever
smash.
crit on Kudu before. Or maybe I have in early stages, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, it's dead.
That's
Well,
Two
darn
5s, a
it.
6, and a 1. Yeah. You get no turns with that.
Explodes!
What are you talking about? She got like 2 rounds of it.
she almost killed
No,
Wizpop
she said
with
she
it.
wanted another
No, I
round.
wanted-
She said
Oh, yeah,
wanted
she's
another
like, give me-
round with it.
Give me one
And I
more
was like,
round.
nope,
We're like, no,
none.
it's not happening.
I wanted it to do the dance of death where it
Not
dazes
today.
you guys.
Yeah, I've definitely ran one of these in a homebrew game.
Yeah, I've run these before in Strange Aeons.
And Wizpops is no longer paralyzed. When he comes back, the snake is no longer.
He comes back, he can make his knowledge arcana or whatever to tell us the properties of it.
There you go.
Yeah, what is it?
Uh, roll.
I don't have knowledge arcana myself, so I didn't do me any good to try to roll it.
Button.
So you know this is a construct that, yeah, it's bludgeoning to get past its DR.
How did Raztak get so hurt? Or is that just because he didn't get fully healed after the last combat?
And this construct has a Dance of Death where it can entrance opponents by swaying back and forth as a full round action, and all creatures within 30 feet who can see it, when it uses its dance, must succeed a will save or be dazed for 2d4 rounds. And then it has a poison, which it's a supernatural paralysis. So unlike some
Paralysis.
constructs where like they have only one use or two uses or a reservoir for poison, this one apparently doesn't. And it can paralyze creatures up to 1d4 rounds if it bites you.
I wound people up a little bit.
These are often made
I only have 15.
to defend things, just like what it seems to be or have been
Oh, you
doing.
healed me, thanks.
So their purposes are
Yeah,
usually
I
to
Didn't even realize
defend
that you
treasures.
still had damage from like the last combat yesterday.
Oh, neither did I. But thank you.
I want to investigate the skull and fangs of this beast. Actually, it won't matter because it actually hit Rizpops twice, so of course it's going to have blood on it. Never mind. I'm just wondering if it attacked the last person, which is why there's drops of blood by the door.
No. Your guess is, does anybody have like survival? Or
Well, we
what
can all
would
roll
be
survival.
another way? Like you guys met the Scorching Hand, so you got a good look at their feet and you know what their shoes were.
Their feet?
What would be a good way
Okay.
to knowledge or compare those footprints to what
Probably
you see
survival.
here? Yeah, probably. Okay.
Tracking.
Yeah, I would say survival.
Untrained,
Perception,
untrained.
if you
Maybe.
want.
Maybe perception, but yeah.
To
Yeah.
notice them, but
I think with
Profession cobbler.
Yeah, relevant profession might work.
I think with like the lot of you guys helping each other and discussing this stuff, you come to the conclusion that the blood is from the warding trap going off, and the footprints don't match any of the four people from the Scorching Hand, but they do match the footprints that you saw at the upper level in the stairwell area.
So there were some other people getting in here.
Man, why are so many people interested in this tomb?
The thing is, though, is that these
no.
footprints. Yeah, no, they're just like footprints came in and out. And your guess is that whoever left didn't shut the secret door quite all the way, which is why it was just slightly open.
Well, maybe we look further, we'll find some more hints about what happened here.
Okay. There's something that you guys haven't done, and I'm sure at some point one of you maybe would have.
Detect magic.
Sure, I'll use Detect Magic on the statue.
Alright. Go ahead and roll Knowledge Arcana.
I don't have Knowledge Arcana.
Oh, okay.
If the DC's less than
I'll
10,
detect magic.
I can try to make it untrained, though.
Rizpops. We
If
need a
it was less than 10, I got it.
I rolled an 18.
Okay. When you detect magic, you don't detect magic on the statue, but you detect this lingering aura of overwhelming strength. Unfortunately, you can't quite pinpoint what it is, but Whizpops has this tingling sensation that it's necromantic. But this lingering aura, it's definitely displaying like an overwhelming amount of magic.
Somebody took our loot.
It is possible that an artifact was in this room for a very, very
Dang.
long time, and perhaps, yeah, tainted the room
Well,
with its aura.
We got that message upstairs that said something about hide something here and don't let it go or something.
That's
something.
true.
And then you
I
guys
thought
got
that
the
was in
message
the
in
cubby
here.
hole,
We have this one too.
but maybe not.
This
Maybe it
one's
was talking
pretty
about
specific.
this thing.
There might
Well,
be
this
some
curse
other
is going to-
thief.
Yeah, the thief is going to be cursed for 1,000 generations, so it looks like it's a problem that's going to take care of itself.
Nothing to worry about then, huh?
1,000 generations is a long time.
Ah, yes. But the
Hmm.
things the thief could do.
Is there, if it's so powerful, is there a way that Whizpops can track it using his detect magic? Does it leave a lingering aura in its wake?
No. Because unlike the typical ruling of the lingering aura stuff, it's usually like a lingering aura of this kind of strength would linger for like 24 hours, but after that it would be like gone. So unfortunately you guys don't know on the timeline of like when this lingering aura has. Whizpops has the sense that it's the entire room, as if like this artifact has been in here for so long that the room just kind of absorbed and is displaying some of its aura-ness, I guess.
Okay.
So this is a special case. They even say in this, the book, they're like, this is a special exception to the rule. Yeah, so unfortunately you guys don't really know a timeline, but that's what Whizpops is telling you.
Interesting. Well, let's see if we can find anything else that the Scorched Hand didn't manage to find.
Yep.
Alright.
For we are not heroes yet, just mere tomb raiding adventurers.
We're archaeologists, recovering the secrets of the past. It sounds better that way.
And getting upset
If I hadn't
that other
already
things took your loot.
Played an archaeologist. I could have played that archetype again. I
Oh,
I don't know.
Indy!
It's so good.
It's such a fun archetype that like it's tempting to have played it again anyway.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally bound to play the Brawler again. I fucking loved that shit.
Yeah.
Except for gonna be like an orc or some shit.
Yeah,
Very
There's like a
angry.
few things that I would do different if I rebuilt like Isaiah as like for like the character build. That would have
Yeah.
made it a lot better, I think.
the brawlers, I'll just take whatever feat I want when I need it, is a little bit. I'm not so sure I like that.
It's not. It's
I mean, it's a great ability, but
when you put it in
It's
action.
more work than you want to do.
When you put it in action, it's really not like that. Like, if you guys noticed, I didn't have like a slew of feats. I kind of had like this selection that I just kept going to, and that's because I didn't qualify for other things, you know. So you have to qualify one for the feat, and a lot of the feats that you want to do, you know, it's expensive to qualify for things, and
It's hard to go down feat trees sometimes, but yeah.
it is, yeah. So you really have to think about it. You can't just do whatever.
No, you had
know?
some stuff like you had some like go-to options. Like if you needed to
Yes.
change your damage type, for example, you had one that you did for that.
For slashing,
like-
I could turn it to slashing, yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I did
things
a
like
bleed
that.
attack, yeah.
Yeah, which you'd obviously sometimes those aren't useful. So
Right,
it was
yeah.
a good thing to flex into when it was useful.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people seem to hate it, but it's like when I put it in action, I was like, this isn't that. I mean, I'm sure there's players out there who will abuse the shit out of it.
I don't know. It's sort of like when you play a cleric, when you have access to the entire cleric
Oh,
list.
yeah.
Where it's like, ugh.
It's like, does your cleric
Like,
really
I
know
get
all that?
I
Its
get it
power is
because
directly
that's
related to how much you know or how familiar you are with all the combat feats.
exactly,
Because then
and
you
that's
can
the sort of
pick and
thing.
choose the
That's part of
perfect one.
that's
Well,
sort
I
of why
have the
sometimes
blessing
I
of
don't want
Hero
to play a
Lab.
cleric. Yeah, Hero Lab makes it a lot easier. Continue on. I'm
Continue.
rolling me perception.
So down
If
to
I can
the
find the
south,
button
you
for
see
it.
like what are they? Grates? What are those?
It looks like great of some kind.
Some sort of bronze gates. Okay, yeah. So, but what you guys are at right now, the doors are closed. However, there is evidence that people have been here recently.
Hmm.
Your guess is the Scorched Hand came here.
Yep.
All right. Nimitep, you do not think there are any traps, and neither of you guys sense anything wrong or out of place or interesting.
Lame.
Yeah, so these doors are kind of lame.
Open them up
Check out
again.
the door.
All right.
Alright, I'll be in position. I've been bad about moving myself today.
Do we need to get a wheelchair for Whiz Pops?
That is a cool looking.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm getting
Instead of a
Fluffy.
magic carpet, it can
Fluffy.
be a magic wheelchair, a flying wheelchair.
magic wheelchair. Oh my god.
Do it.
That would
Tensor
actually be
floating
pretty
disc?
cool.
All right.
Yeah, that's what Tensor's disc is all about.
Let's zoom in a little bit here.
It's like the Paradox Interactive logo.
You're right.
A large silver summoning circle is inlaid in the floor tiles near the center of the octagonal chamber. In this northeast corner of the room, a set of narrow steps leads up to a raised dais. A concave stone bench, almost a throne, perches atop the dais, flanked by two bronze braziers. Braziers. How do you say that again? Is it
I
Brad?
think you got it
Braziers.
right.
I think you got it right.
Braziers.
Braziers.
Brazier is the thing
Right,
that
no.
you would wear around your chest.
Yeah, I know. That's why I keep fucking up on that. I'm like, no, that's not it. Because I know what those are. Braziers. Why is there an I in it?
Brazier.
Brazier. Brazier. Brazier. Weird.
Yeah, whatever.
Just
Things
call
that
it a
hold fire.
Words
torch.
is hard.
A torch holder.
It's
All right.
like a torch pot, right? Or
It's
a fire
like a-
pot.
It's like a heightened fire pit, I guess.
Yeah,
really.
heightened fire pit. Yeah.
All right. 4 columns carved in the form of fantastic creatures support the room's vaulted ceiling.
Looks cool. Is it trapped, Nematep?
Well, cast detect magic, particularly on that circle. Is it still active?
Yeah, summoning circle.
Okay. You do not detect magic.
Okay.
Any traps?
You do not detect traps.
Shall we look around then?
Yeah, I'm gonna still kind of walk around the circle,
Yeah, we're gonna walk around it.
but I'm gonna try to like look not at the circle because I feel like it's there to distract me.
Okay. When you guys start to walk into the room,
I'll have my
two
crossbow out.
statues seem to animate. And you guys can
Oh,
all
no.
roll initiatives, because statues.
It's
Mhm.
Pluto statues.
I knew it. I knew we shouldn't trust them.
Oh, I wasted a nat 20.
Is it a waste?
And
If I'm not throwing it in a combat, always.
these figures are of... One is hawk-winged woman, and the other is
Hawk-winged one.
a feminine cloud. Whatever that's gonna look like in your minds, I don't know, but that's what they say it is.
Okay.
Alright. I don't know if they thought about that one, but hey. I'm gonna go ahead and lock tokens now, though. We're doing that.
Oh, you fiend.
I am. Round 1. Layla!
Fight.
I'm going to do my bread and butter and hope that this works. All right. And then I'm going to move away from it and hope. I mean, it's probably going to take a turn off to try to get out or something since it can't reach anybody else.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, now Layla, since you were the closest to it, you see, like, weapon marks on it. As if maybe it's been in combat
They've already fought
before
somebody.
recently.
Okay.
And it does look slightly damaged and cracked. So it might not be full health.
Well, that's good to know.
So now that you guys
This is their
identified that.
justification for taking a CR10 encounter and dropping it 4 or 5 levels.
Yeah,
Points
it's
left.
yeah.
You're on to me! Dang it.
All right.
Your guess
I
is
still
they
don't wanna
probably
be
ran
anywhere.
out of the room and didn't finish.
Yeah, I still don't want it to be anywhere near this thing. So that's it for my turn.
Oh, and in case anybody wants to fly, the ceiling is 15 feet high.
I choose to fly.
I can fly, I can fly.
We're not at that point yet where you're gonna ask constantly.
Woo!
I
You
believe
didn't
I
ask
can
if I
touch
could,
the
you asked if I
sky.
wanted to.
Alright,
No, you
Zidrium.
can't. There's a
We're
ceiling
gonna go.
in the way.
We're gonna go karaoke together.
Oh yeah, we need to do that. I'm embarrassed, but I'll do it with you. I'll
I need to go out
I like
more.
singing too much.
We need to have a drunk night on Twitch sings with everybody.
I mean, secret. I'm coming
Oh
to
my God,
Portland
I would
in
do that.
August. Let's go to a karaoke bar with Pluto and Max and isn't
Yeah,
that perfect?
it's not so
Hell
easy
yeah,
for
let's
me
go.
to just go up
Derek?
there though. So.
It is a 4-hour drive from or something at least,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
6 hour maybe.
I didn't know
It's
it
a
was
pretty
that far.
It's pretty far away.
Okay.
I would have to dedicate an entire day and gas and my car. I don't know if
You
my
wouldn't wanna do it for,
car's
like,
in the
just one day.
condition to be
You
doing
would
that.
you'd probably want to like, yeah, you'd probably stay for. Wouldn't want to just drive up for the day. You'd want to probably stay for a few days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
She has been up here,
well.
boiling
Pluto,
before.
we
She parked at my old
karaoke,
apartments for a week while doing the cruise.
Ugh, worst cruise ever. I was seasick the whole time.
Yeah, I remember.
Uh,
I remember hearing about it afterwards.
I was so mad because the drive
Those are
home,
nice apartments though, because we actually had a ton of parking that we could do that. If I was living at the other apartment they lived after that, I wouldn't have been able to offer that because
Oh yeah.
there just wasn't enough parking.
Wait, it's not my turn. Whose turn is it?
It's
Pluto has to go in an
It's
hour.
Nero's
Less
turn.
than an hour.
Nero is going to end this fight.
We're having an interesting conversation. Don't judge me.
I know. It's like we need to just hang out just to chit chat, not playing D&D sometimes.
I'm going to do a 5-foot step.
All right.
I don't know about you guys, but trying to step 5 feet, that's pretty difficult.
Well, it's not a single step to be fair. It's just called that.
Okay, I just tried it in real life. I think I did it. 1 step.
I'm going to gather power and then use extended range to shoot that one. Oh wait, never mind. I don't have to. I actually stepped close enough. I thought it was going to go down to 35.
Which one are you
but-
shooting? Column 1 or column 2? Ah, good. That's the
Two.
one that's entangled. Yep. It'd be easier to hit.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right.
Dang,
you good?
you're just rolling good today.
Yeah.
Hey, it had to happen.
Oh,
every
no!
once in a while.
No.
I didn't do anything.
That was
Son of a
10.
beach.
It's
Ouch.
probably immune to bludgeoning, is my guess.
Actually, let me see what it did. Why it did that. Maybe you guys can have an understanding.
Well, we'll wait for WizPops to tell us all about these.
Oh. Right.
Either that or they
Your
messed up.
weapon. You know what we need to do actually? We already had this before, but we need to do it again. But I think you need to use your weapon kinetic blade instead of the spell for this particular one. Because when I was reading on it, what your blast does is it'll bypass SR, like you don't have to do with SR, but you have to do with DR. But if you have the other version, it's vice versa. So this one needs to go up into the weapon one so that it goes up against DR. If his was going up against SR, it would have been immune to it. But because...
Well, how come I was able to entangle this guy then?
That's a good question. I guess I wasn't paying attention at the time.
What kind of ability is that? Extraordinary? Supernatural?
Extraordinary.
The shadow trap is just a spell.
Oh, it's a spell. Does it allow SR?
Shadow trap does, yeah. That's why I'm like, if it's immune to anything that allows SR, it shouldn't have done anything.
Yeah, that's what it says, is that immune to any spell or spell-like ability that allows spell resistance.
Okay, well then, yeah, it's not entangled. I probably would have moved further back then. I'd have moved back here probably. But like, run away.
Let me see here.
Because I can't do anything against these, basically.
Yeah.
Except for like
Provide
shoot them.
flank.
I can provide flank. I could cast bless. I'll probably do that.
Throw alchemist fire on them because for some reason stone burns.
You want this vanish wand? You can use that.
Okay. But anyways,
No.
Derek, the 8 damage does go through, except for it seems to have DR, so only 3 damage goes through.
Wait, what?
Okay.
There's DR in this game?
I'm shocked.
What? No.
Which one were you doing that on? Number 2? Okay.
God, I love being
Yeah.
a caster in this game.
Alright.
Except against these things.
Yeah, these are immune
They
to
have-
almost
they have
all
spell
spells.
resistance, right? Oh,
They
they're
have
immune?
super spell resistance. They're immune to anything that allows spell
Oh
resistance.
my god.
So
if
you have to
an acid
do-
arrow,
Yeah, or if you have stuff that affects the environment, so like create pit,
No,
Works
I
still.
don't.
web
All
still
right.
works. Mostly
Nimita?
conjuration spells. So I guess I'll remove this because it's apparently not immune to that.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention, honestly.
Well, it's
Okay.
weird that the Hero Lab didn't do it automatically because it says spell resistance yes on the spell.
Oh.
Like I have it configured that way, so I don't know why it didn't work.
I think that maybe it only does it to the damage or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep, I can't do anything. Good luck, boys.
Yell at it. Or do it
If you have any buffs,
switch-handed.
you can use. That'll work. You could use your Wand of Vanish.
I'm probably going to end up using the Wand of Vanish.
Well, here, turn invisible for 1 round. Yay!
Oh, Nimitep's going in.
I'm just thinking here.
Okay.
Were we? Did somebody call out? Get out of the room? Were we retreating?
No.
No, I just ran away because I can't do anything against
Oh,
these.
okay. The
It's kind of what the
discussion led me to
Scorched
believe
Hand
I may have
decided.
missed something there. Alright. I am probably unlikely to do damage, but right
Okay.
now positioning is what I'm trying to get at. So
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure
will-
we're not going to be able to win this.
No, I'm pretty sure Raztak can just kill these.
Oh, this is very
You think-
winnable.
Okay.
Okay, you hit.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Oh no!
that's fine. That's okay.
Wait, why
You
you
have
don't
its
know?
I can do damage.
attention.
I'm just
Okay.
getting into position. As long as these
Okay.
don't haste themselves and attack 3 times for like 20 damage each, I should be okay.
There's no way that Mummy's Mask would do something like that.
I mean, you know. Guess what? This statue moves up into a flank.
We got him where we want
That's
him,
fine.
boys. we can
Yeah, buddy.
create a flank, the flank conga line.
All right, and
Prepare
it attacks
yourselves.
Nimitep as it slams into her and hits.
That got me.
Ouch.
Not a crit though.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Your hand. Your hand might hurt. Like a lot. How does that work? Shit. How does that work? They don't talk about unarmed strikes on this. Okay. Nimitep, it hurts a lot to attack these. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Okay.
And you know that if you just kept doing it for many, many, many rounds, you might start bleeding or shatter some bones or something, you know, so.
Okay.
Did I already? Yeah, I already rolled that. Okay, Whiz Pops.
Acid Splash works on these guys too, if you have that. That's SR no.
So, I have a rules question.
Sure.
So if I were to use Snapdragon Fireworks, which targets a square, not a creature, would it be effective against these guys?
Does it say SR yes?
It does say SR yes.
Then no, it would not
Then it would
affect
not.
these.
Okay.
It doesn't
I
matter
have
whether or not you're
literally
targeting
nothing
them.
I can do.
It's just a matter of whether or not they
Yeah, it's
have the
just if it's
ability to
SR, yes or
resist
no.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if it meant like the square could have SR.
The square might have
Anyways,
SR for all
I
we
have
know.
nothing. I have literally nothing. I can cast Vanish, but I don't
Crossbow!
think that's
This is what I
going
was
to
talking
help.
about. Having a weapon is always a good idea.
I have a quarterstaff and I have a dagger, but
No.
it won't go through the DR, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
no, you don't want to go up there.
Because my strength mod is -2.
Yeah. Nope, Wizpop says
I
nothing
will identify
to
the
do.
creature. That's what I can
Okay.
do.
There you go. There you go. Arcana.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
that's,
might
that's
be-
the main thing I want to do.
It might be weak to slashing or something. That'd be good to know.
Is it Arcana or something
Yeah,
else?
Arcana. All right. You know these are what are they called? Caryatid columns. Anyways, things about these is that they can shatter weapons if you attack with your weapon. And your weapon will start taking damage. Which means that Kepri will start taking damage if she continues attacking. I just kind of let that round slide.
Does it say unarmed strikes or only weapons?
Well, see, that's the thing is like, why would you be able to just punch something that would break weapons? You know what I'm saying?
It might be like a supernatural or something ability that only works on weapons.
It says a
Or is it just 'cause
weapon,
they're hard as
It
crap?
says a weapon, magical or non-magical, and unarmed strike is a weapon. Technically,
I mean, you can't like shatter your hand.
You can break your bones.
Well, what it does is they take
Yeah, I
a
don't know
certain
what
amount
the
of damage
effect is.
in return. So when you attack with the weapon, you
Probably
take
just you would
damage
take
back.
damage yourself then.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. I'm gonna let
If
that
you're doing
other
it
round
around, you
slide.
take it directly, probably.
Mm-hmm. And so yeah, you know that yeah, you'll probably break your weapons or your hand or foot or whatever you're using to attack with. And they're immune to magic, things with SR. And you also know that if you transmute a rock to mud spell, wait. A transmute rock to mud spell deals 1d6 points of damage per caster level to a column with no saving throw. Transmute
It's a spell that
mud
we
to
don't
rock
have.
immediately heals any and all damage currently suffered by the column. A stone flesh spell does not actually change the column's structure, but negates its damage reduction and immunity of magic for 1 round.
So it's susceptible to 5th level spells. Got it.
But it says that these are lesser cousins of true golems, constructs created by spellcasters to guard objects or areas. Alright, Raz comes in,
Yeah.
starts
I'm
the
useless,
flank.
by the way.
Yeah, sorry. It is what it is.
No, it's fine. It's
Alright,
I've
it
been so
resists
good in other
some of the
fights.
damage. As for the DR, you know that it's DR everything.
At least the adamantine. Oh, that's unfortunate. At least the adamantine,
It's
though, it probably has enough hardness that it hopefully
It's
won't
super
break.
difficult to damage.
Yeah, it wouldn't break.
Yeah. They don't get like a reflex save to avoid taking the damage.
For
It
that.
just does it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
returns
It just does the damage to your weapon.
the impact of the
Dang.
two colliding or something.
Dang.
Okay. This one has a Nimitep. And a flank. Okay, it's going to attack you. Oof, miss. Round
Did that
2.
damage ignore hardness?
Whose?
What? It doesn't have hardness, so the adamantine didn't matter.
Yeah, it's not hardness, it's DR all.
No, sorry, I mean the damage that these columns do to me, or to what hits them.
I'm sorry, what? What happened?
Never mind.
I hurt
I'll
you,
find out
didn't
in
I?
just a moment.
Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, Layla?
I'm going to... yeah, I'm gonna move up here, I guess.
Okay. Now there's another column, Layla, that you're moving up to. It's not animate, but it has a different figure than the other two.
Alright, well hopefully it doesn't animate, I guess, while I'm standing next to it.
This one is a skeletal figure, kind of lich-like.
I'm going to pull out a scroll, and I won't be able, unfortunately it's not like a weapon, so I can't pull it out as I move, so I move and pull out a scroll, and like that's my turn.
Okay. Nero, I'm gonna be right back and get my coffee, but you can start your turn.
Coffee.
Okay, I'm back. Diddy, what would you do? What would you like to do?
Derek.
Oh, I'm not the only one missing, huh? Okay. Oh,
I'll
there
go
we
ahead
are.
and move.
Okay.
I was just waiting for her to come back before I did anything. So
Oh no, you can start your turn unless you needed. Like...
sorry, mic was up.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd say you sounded really quiet.
Maybe I was whispering. Huh?
Maybe,
Huh?
Could be.
It's a new thing he does in combat.
I'm going to use kinetic blade.
I don't know if you can whisper in a voice like that. It's a little hard.
That was about as whispery as I can get.
Alright, you hit. And are you using the new one? Yeah. Okay, that should do it correctly.
Oh, would you look at that?
Bam! You break the column.
Da
And
da
it
da, my
crumbles.
darling.
Crumples to the floor. Now that's like a water blade, so I think that just negates the whole like shatter thing, so that's cool.
You're a melty little bastard now, aren't you?
Alright, Nimita.
Okay.
Wait, what was that message I just
Nice.
got?
Okay, I'm going
Hey,
to.
we got it.
Did it really ring me when
Scooch
you
around
messaged?
here.
Wow.
I don't know. Is it something different? I just whispered like normal.
No, it gave me like the like Windows audio sound, like if something, I don't know. And I've never heard that before. So I was like looking around all my windows going, what was that? You know, but it happened the same time you sent that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, Nimitep. I was kind of thinking that because it doesn't really specifically say, but I'm imagining though that it's still going to hurt. So like in your mind, it hurts hitting it. But yeah.
Like I said, it's unofficial, but it's the only thing I could find on the subject.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'm just basically my whole point here is just giving flanks to other people that can actually hurt these things better than I can.
Yeah.
So.
Is that one the one still up?
But I think
no,
I
that
just
one's
provoked.
Yeah, that one's still up. Oh, okay. Yeah,
One is
that
up, right?
it'll take the attack. Let me get
now
its
just let
sheet
me
up.
put up my mobility. Okay, you can go ahead.
Is it already attacking you right now? Yeah, it is. Oh, miss.
Okay. Then I'm not going to attack it, but I'm going to go defensive.
Okay.
And then just I'm just there to provide moral support for Raz.
Do you count as a flank
Nero.
when you're in total defense?
It's not
I
a
didn't
total
go total
defense.
defense.
Oh, okay.
It's true you do not, but I didn't do total defense.
Okay, yeah. I was like, oh. Alright, okay, cool. This one is down. Whiz Pops. Anything interesting you want to do out
Nothing.
there?
I do
No?
nothing.
You don't want to grumble or
He just stands and watches helplessly.
I
As I say,
literally,
grumble, yeah.
I'll cheer them on.
cheer?
Whiz
Sorry,
Pop
what'd you say?
Cheers us on.
You're a
What?
fake bard now.
Now, what
What
exactly
did you say I
is
can do?
cheer?
I mean, I can aid, if that's what
You
we're
could
looking
run up
for.
with the wand to vanish and throw that on people, I guess.
I can vanish people. Yeah. Like,
It's probably like it's not quite as useless as the potion of vanish. At least the wand, at
That's
least you can use on
true.
other people,
And it has a few
Well,
more charges.
which is actually somewhat useful.
You can throw the wand of vanish on Nero or Raz, and at least it denies the creature its dex and gives you a bonus to hit. So I mean, it's not nothing.
okay. I was just like, if I vanish you guys, is it gonna then go after like Layla or someone? But I
Don't
think
vanish
it'll be
me.
okay.
Well, it's like
yeah,
an
I'll
in
vanish
Nimitep.
Raz.
Yeah.
So I'll come up here behind Raz and vanish him.
So he goes right after you anyway. He'll probably just break it by attacking, but he'll get the bonus to hit for that attack.
Yeah.
So
Gives them all his bonuses.
he gets to attack versus somebody that can't see him.
So yeah, I'll
So,
move, take out
flat-footed.
the wand to vanish while I move, and then I'll use one of the 9 charges.
Okay. Invisible for
Excellent.
1 round, Raz. I think you're gonna have to hit flat-footed
Okay.
when you attack, but it should do its bonuses and penalties on its own.
Yeah, and he can move over there for free,
Okay.
basically, because they can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
He
You can
doesn't
even
provoke.
charge it for an extra +2.
Well, no, because there's the other column
Oh no, I'm
in
gonna.
its way.
oh, okay,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
just gonna take that too.
I'm pretty strict about bodies on the battlefield and charging.
Alright, yep, gonna power attack it.
Alright. Well, now everybody's in the room. I can zoom in more. Yay. So you hit, and you do a lot of damage to it. This one wasn't as badly hurt as the other one was, but it's now pretty banged up.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know how to get around its DR?
It has
None.
DR.
Yeah,
DR
you
No.
can't.
all.
It just
Yeah.
says DR5. The only way to get around the
Okay.
DR is
It
just do
misses
enough
Ninja.
damage to get through the DR.
Basically. Layla?
These things are kind of... Oh, one of them is dead, though, so that's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the scroll of bless that I pulled out. I don't have... I'm just gonna use my normal bless button, which doesn't have the correct duration, but
That's
whatever.
fine. This is gonna be
Um,
over soon.
Where is target friendlies? There it is. Everyone is getting bless.
Bless you. Poof goes the scroll.
Yeah. I'll call out narrow. Just wait for me to reposition, and I'll assist you.
And then I'll pick my crossbow back up, because I probably had to drop it to cast the spell, to cast bless. I had to hold
Okay.
the scroll in one hand and have the other hand free for the somatic component.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it has a somatic component at least. I'm not actually sure.
I don't think you can
Yeah, it does.
read scrolls with one hand, so yeah, you need both hands. Mm-hmm. Nero?
you
Nimitech
can,
told
depending
you
on what type
to
of scroll it
delay.
is.
Do you want to do that?
You could do Dimension Door with no free hands.
Okay, I'll be right back while we wait for you.
Can we just assume that he did delay so I can 5-foot step here?
Yep.
Damn.
Just give me a second, narrow. I'll help you out. I'll flank for you.
Yeah, we'll wait till next turn. I don't want to take too much burn. And if I do
Okay.
more than a 5-foot step, I can't prevent burn. So.
Okay. I'm fine with that. I actually still don't know how your class works, so I'll
Okay, I'm back. Sorry
defer
about
to
that.
your wisdom.
Alright, did you delay or no?
No.
No.
He's...
Okay.
I'm gonna just use a regular water blast.
Okay.
Holy moly, even with a
Magic hit.
-4.
Alright.
Bada bang.
Nimitech.
Okay.
Theoretically, you could finish it off,
I
since if it's not immune to sneak attack dice.
do a flat 2d6, so yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. In theory, you maybe could if you roll well.
I'll just continue assisting Raz. So I'm done. I attack defensively. I go defense.
Okay. This one's down. Let me just take it off the combat tracker, but it's there on the field. Whiz top. Blech, whiz pops.
Nothing's changed. I still can't do anything. I can vanish someone again if that's like Raz. If we want to get him the bonus to hit or whatever. So yeah, Raz, you want that?
Yeah, you can keep invisibility. I mean, it makes it easier to
I
hit.
feel like that's the best thing I can do.
Sure.
It's a thing you can do.
It's a thing you do.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can do, which makes it the best.
Yeah.
So I will,
I'll see
use
what you
another
did there.
charge. And then I'll cheer you on as a free action. You can do it. Yes, you can. You can do it. If you can't, no one can.
Is Whizpops like the first cheerleader?
I kind of want to make a cheerleader bard. I
But,
think that
like-
would be hilarious.
Oh yeah, man. Like,
And I'll come up with like chants and things for all my bardic performances or whatever.
I totally
Okay,
want to do a
um,
band of bards.
I guess it's my turn then.
But I also want to do a band of rat folk.
Yeah.
I have lots of things I want to do. But requires people and their consent. Alright, Raz.
I'm gonna try and smack it.
You hit? Oh, there you go. Busted. Alright, here's some XP the Scorched Hand did not steal from you.
Yay! I love experience.
I think that one made sense, because, like, yeah. Just flee from these things. You don't have to fight them.
We do if we want to see what's up here.
Oh, yes, about that.
Yep, let's go check out over here.
You guys start to examine the room, and there's really a
I guess it's a good thing we have the adamantine flail that doesn't care about them trying to do damage to it.
Yep.
I don't even know if you're like how much. What's the hardness on an adamantine flail? Like 20? Yeah.
Yeah, it has to do more than 20 damage to even hurt.
I don't know if their ability can even do that.
What ability? What are you
Yep, their
talking
weakness was a really strong melee character with an adamantine weapon.
Yeah, which the book gave us, so I guess good
It's
on
true,
them for
it
doing that.
did, yeah.
Yeah, woe to the party that looks at that going, this is worth how much? We're
Mhm.
selling it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you could also get by with like a conjurationist or whatever conjurer, I guess. That uses things like create pit, because these things actually get affected by stuff like that.
Okay. So you guys are going to check out this room. There's really not a whole lot going on in this room.
They have to be protecting
for
something, right?
these columns. And go ahead and roll knowledge, planes, or religion. Not both, one or the other.
I guess I'm technically slightly better at planes, so I'll roll that. That's a pretty bad roll.
Hey, Whizpops knows all.
And is that everybody? Okay. So now you guys are getting more opportunity to examine these columns. The columns in the room are incredible examples of ancient sculpture, which you have now destroyed too. Congrats. The column, one of the columns that you guys destroyed was a hawk-winged succubi-like woman, and the other one that you guys destroyed is column is here's the more descriptive version of the cloud woman, fashioned in the form of a feminine figure of billowing smoke or clouds crackling with electricity. The two remaining columns, one portrays a half skeletal spellcaster of some kind, and the column in the south, in the last one, is a winged angelic creature wearing a metallic mask. Now, with these rolls, it looks like Nimitep and Whizpops are the ones who are going to know what's going on here. You know that the hawk-winged woman is Yamasha, a master of conjuration and enchantment. And the feminine cloud is Nathy's herald, the Arcanothine? Arcanothine?
Yep, the Arcanothane.
Thane.
Not sure.
Arcanothane. Yeah.
Okay.
And the skeletal spellcaster is the powerful lich Takarol. And the angelic creature is the trumpet archon bard.
So these are all as heralds.
So that
Sound
seems.
like, yeah, they're...
And spellcasters, after maybe much deliberation and examining the circle, recognizes that maybe this was used as a summoning room to summon all kinds of people, as it doesn't seem to be highly adorned with nathies like everywhere else. It seems to be a little more flat in that sense. So it's possible that people or things would get summoned to these chambers without overwhelming them with nathies or whatnot.
What do you mean overwhelming with nathies? Like
Overwhelm them with
if it's
the it's like
oh, okay.
it's like a Christian coming
You
up
don't
to
summon
you
a
and saying
creature
God,
from
God, God, God,
another
God, God.
creature.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
Different alignments, different gods, different faiths. You know, it's just a more welcoming chamber that's not so what do they call it? Paraphernalia?
Sure.
I wonder
got
if somebody
you.
had tried to summon something during the fight, if the summoning circle would have done something.
You didn't detect magic, so you know there's no magic in this room at least.
I think the summoning circle, you could maybe use it as a component for like a planar binding or
Well,
something.
binding,
probably.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but like, not that we have access to that, but it's not actually like, it's not actually active or anything. You would have to, you could use it.
Yeah, it could
I don't
be
know.
part
Like you could probably
of.
use it as part of a spell, but it's yeah.
Cool.
But I don't think it'll do anything on its own. You'd have to actually use something to do it with it.
Yep. No magic here.
There's not even like anything up here that's
Nope,
like
that's
they weren't
just the
guarding
little
anything, maybe?
throne. As if like
Seems
somebody
weird, like,
would
normally-
sit there while people were arriving or something
Yeah,
like
it
that.
seems weird that they'd have these guardians here and then like nothing in here.
You don't think the guardians were guarding things in the room? They were maybe guarding who would have been sitting upon the throne if anybody who got
Yeah.
summoned were to approach hostilely or something.
Become unruly.
Because of their placement compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
I can unlock your tokens now.
Alright, well, let's continue.
Alright.
What about this gate thing here?
Yes. Bronze gates. Locked bronze gates. Let me zoom out here so I can
We can
reveal the
unlock them.
room.
Can we look through the bars of the gates and see what's
No.
beyond?
No, you cannot. Alright, 1 second here.
These 4 thin rods of metal block my sight.
I can't wait till Unity comes out because then I'll have the dynamic lighting and the cool map making tool. Super, super sexy stuff. I approve. I'm just sad that I'll have to rebuy my license when it comes out. Or I can look into their Kickstarter and see what
They want you
kind
to
of perks there
rebuy the
is.
license?
Well, it's a
Well, it's a new
whole
program.
new program. Like they're working on
It's
it.
like
They just
Fantasy
put up
Grounds
a
2.
Kickstarter for it, but they do a
You'll
lot
still
of
be able to use the
giveaways.
old one.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
still
you'll still be
use
able to use this
my,
one.
and I think I can still use the books. So I think the books will transition over into it. So I'm not
Yeah.
actually losing
That's
money.
to say, it's sort of like Fantasy Grounds 2, if anything. Although there's like you said, there was a weird bit about the DLC transferring, but.
So what have we been
Okay,
playing
so
on
there's
Fantasy
bars
Grounds
in
for
front
like
of us.
4 years now? I paid $120. I think I got my money's worth.
Yeah, that's equivalent to like I don't know. I guess the
No,
yearly
Roll
subscription to
20
Roll20
is like
cheaper
$5
than
to
that,
$10
but, right?
a month, depending on which license. You
Okay,
go
so
with.
yeah, it's actually
Cheaper.
cheaper than that then.
That's why I switched, because I
And
was
I
getting
even-
tired of paying
I
Roll
bought
20.
my Fantasy Ground license even before then. Like I bought it when it was just like you just bought Fantasy Ground. There wasn't any subscription tiers or anything like that. It's
Yeah.
a legacy key.
Yeah, that's nice.
It doesn't actually allow me to do much of anything. But
Well,
anyway.
if everybody else has a license, you can play. You
Yes,
can make your game,
that's right.
and they can join in. I think it would be nice that if like there's a table of people and somebody has like a full license like me, but you wanted to run the game, but it's all the same group of people. I feel like my presence in the game should like allow other people to come in or something. I don't know. But you can design campaigns and then zip them up and give them to people or sell them, I guess. Okay. So with a 20 or 24, you disable the gates and let me just make sure I see what it says. Right. Okay. 2 rows of columns support the vaulted ceiling of this large chamber. Inscribed hieroglyphs cover most of the room's walls, but the northern wall is rough and unfurnished. 3 passages, each closed with a bronze gate, exit the room to the north, east, and west. The ceiling's 20 feet in case somebody wants to go fly. And the hall is illuminated by ever-burning torches.
Loot.
Up in the ceiling, so unless you can fly.
I can climb.
Okay, well.
Okay.
I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
I don't have a
Very
quantity
handy
for you,
one.
but I'll give you a couple if that's what you want.
I super double checked these gates here because I remember the last time they like locked behind me and bad things happened. So
Yeah, look for a
is
trap.
there anything I can do to disable them so they don't close or jam them open or do anything like that?
You kind of
I
already
don't have
did
spikes.
with your disabled device.
Oh, I do have spikes. Piton.
So yeah, when you were like getting them open and whatnot, when you were disabling, that's kind of what you were disabling is the mechanic that would make them shut again.
Then I will cautiously enter the room.
Oh,
Alright.
booga booga
Follow
booga.
behind.
Well, they shut again, but Raz pulls them up and they open again. But then they shut
That's where I'd be,
again.
like, nearby.
So somebody might have to hold them up if you want to.
Okay. I do have iron spikes. We can spike them open.
Okay. Yeah, but nothing
I'll use
seems
2
to like
iron
hold
spikes.
it up when you guys lift it up, so it just keeps falling back down now.
You have to hold it up while I get through.
There you go.
If we had
Everybody
like
got
a
stick.
yeah, if we had like a a bar or something you could put in there maybe to hold it up, but I mean if it's not locking behind us, that's fine.
No, it's
Like, we
not
can just
locking.
open it.
Yeah.
So that I'm not too concerned. Taking
Alright.
being able to like hold it open. I
And
hold it up for waist
here
pops.
is
I'm not
the
very strong
grand
either,
room
but
where
Thanks.
you would have fought the Scorched Hand. If you didn't just take so bloody long.
Well, gosh, gee darn.
I'm like, what am I gonna do? Have
Wonder
them
whose
sit in
fault
this
that
room
is,
for 3
Paizo.
days? I mean, that just doesn't make sense.
Our
I
plan
mean,
was to just let them
you
starve to
could have
death.
had him accidentally get locked
Yeah,
in
we
there.
were waiting them out.
Well, I was like, they could have just looted this entire place and then left without you guys even knowing, and then you came down
They're
here.
I mean,
and there was
theoretically-
nothing.
exhausted and
That's one of the
starving.
things. The downsides of these adventure paths is people can do some weird out of the box thing. So what if a player, like, they know that they see evidence of the scorch hands here and they're like, well, I don't think there's another way out of this tomb. So they just wait at the top of those stairs and they just wait there. And eventually the scorched hands gotta leave. And they just like ambush them on their way back up. Like, you can do
Right.
that, right?
You can
And the
do
books
that.
doesn't have anything written
Yeah.
for that. You'd have to like do it on your own. You'd have to kind of come up with it. Like,
Right.
I think it at least
What
give you
makes
the
sense
stat
on the
blocks.
fly.
But yeah,
I mean,
you'd have
we
to come up
No,
with
they're
it.
talked
gonna
about
stay
that,
here
didn't we? Before
forever.
we even knew they were there?
They all suddenly have ring of
Didn't
substances.
we talk about doing that?
We talked a little bit about potentially doing that. Like, that's why we camped in there. We talked more about like what
Because
happens
you
if
saw
they
the
decide to come up.
footprints and
But,
you were like, oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
just like, well,
but we didn't.
either they're
But we weren't
not
as stubborn
there
about
anymore,
Yeah.
Yeah, we
If we'd been
weren't.
stubborn about it, we could have just waited there for multiple days, and eventually the
They
Seeker would have had to have them come
had to
up
have
probably.
done something, yeah.
Because what else are you gonna have them do unless there's another exit here? There's like a Skyrim style fucking dungeon loop, like door, you know, like you can go back to the beginning of the dungeon. It only works one way.
Nimitep, this is the same thing. This one's locked and.
On the bright side, I got another cup of coffee. Ooh. Yum, yum, yum.
Oh, there's like another gate beyond this gate.
I think the Rune Forge was kind of funny because it was like one of those dungeons where it was like, well, nothing's gonna leave because it can't, so
Yeah,
they have to live their
be right
lives
back.
in those little rooms, you know? uh,
I think some of them wandered around a little bit, but yeah, it was.
yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely the style of dungeon where you can take your time and do whatever, like, because yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Alright, you disable this, and do you choose to go through, or do you guys go the other way?
What's over this way to the right?
Oh, I guess I can reveal more of the hall. It goes places.
Well, I tell Nematep and the others what I see over there, so... We've already seen some of this part, so we can just finish exploring to the left here.
Okay. Didn't you all go through?
We just go through the gate, right?
Oh, sorry, I went through. I was, getting coffee and things.
Ooh, pretty.
Hey, that looks cool. Oh!
That looks
Nothing's
very
right
familiar.
there. Don't mind the unrevealed spot.
It does look like the fountain up top.
Oh yeah, it kind of does.
Same thing.
Maybe
bronze
it's
gates
directly
locked.
below.
These gates are, locked. And a large star-shaped fountain with a circular basin in the center occupies most of this octagonal chamber, surrounded by a ring of stones engraved with hieroglyphs. Roaring blue flames rise from the basin to almost touch the ceiling. The area is separated from the rest of the complex by a metal gate just to the south.
A fiery fountain?
Ah. Ooh.
Let's go investigate. Yeah, maybe we can find some stuff.
I'll open up the PDF really quick. So yeah, are you gonna open that up and go in? Unfortunately,
never
can't
seen blue
read all the
flames.
hieroglyphs because it kind of goes all around and you can't see them all.
Pluto, don't you have to go soon?
Okay.
Yeah, I have to go
You
pretty soon.
disable it.
Oh.
Okay. Scooch.
Okay. Yeah, so what do you
If you
do
guys
here?
hold it open for me, I'll come in and take a look.
Sure, I'll perception. Look around.
Oh, this fountain. It has been here a long time, like me. I'm like just staring at the fountain, ignoring everything else around the room. Because, yeah, I rolled a 1 on perception, so I don't see the snake that's gonna come out from behind the fountain and bite me.
I'm just gonna keep pulling the same trick
Yep,
until you learn.
it worked on them last time. Didn't really work the time before that on whatever that creature was that was hiding. I blinded. Dude, wait, what happened to that thing? We never saw it yet, right?
You haven't seen him yet. You have two
Oh my god.
enemies out there in the world that might have a grudge against you guys.
At least we got rid of Scorched Hand, though, and one of them is blind. Permanently blind, unless he gets cured.
Right. What do we got? Perceptions? Okay,
Yeah, can I read some hieroglyphs once I'm in here?
Oh no. Nobody sees it. Does anybody else want to perceive
Alright,
the
I'm back.
room?
I'm back.
The GM said no one sees it. You guys should roll perceptions.
No.
There, I got a 24.
Oh,
Alright.
good.
Between
He gets a bonus for
Ninotep...
finding strange stonework.
If it's stone,
That's
yeah.
true.
Oh, okay, then, yeah. Nero, you find a secret door. Or chamber,
Hey
or...
guys, I found a secret door. Or chamber, or I don't know, whatever God says.
Alright, so let's talk about what's in this room. Nothing threatening, so we're good on that.
Poison bottles!
We can do that. Okay.
Drink up, it's called Dwarven Ale.
Do you guys remember much about the pool upstairs?
It granted us a boon of some kind.
Oh yeah,
I forget
about that.
exactly what it was.
Did you guys have you been including that boon? I think it was for casters though.
I don't remember.
Alright. Well, it's been days anyways, and it only lasts for like a day. So you'd have to like drink the water daily, I guess. So yeah, so you remember that on the last one, and then yeah, this one has like blue flames, that also is giving off light equivalent to that of a torch. The flames crackle softly and give off heat as well as light. Okay. Okay, but is there anything you guys want to do about that, or do you want me to just go on to this little chamber that Nero found?
Were we able to read the inscriptions? They might give us some clues.
Yeah, the hieroglyphs might be cool.
Okay, so you guys read the hieroglyphs. Those who read ancient Osirian hieroglyphs that encircle the fountain identify that the fountain is near twin to the pool of protection on the ground floor. It practically says the same thing, and if you need to know what that is, I can reread that to you guys. I think.
So if we bathe in the flames, does something good happen? That doesn't sound safe.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend.
I don't know. Do you want to try and find out?
I don't. Even though they're blue, it's still fire, and fire is still hot.
Okay.
And my people have a bad history with fire.
Sorry, I was
Hot.
not really paying attention. So there's blue fire coming up from the fountain, or from where?
The fountain is a fire fountain.
Blue fire,
okay.
red fountain.
And did we try and detect magic, identify it?
I
It seems
certainly didn't.
pretty magical. I will
Okay.
do that.
You cast Detect Magic, and you detect a moderate. Okay. You detect. Well, that's spellcraft. You would have to like put your hands on it and stuff.
Isn't
But-
that to identify a spell in place or something, or identify an enchantment or something?
Knowledge Arcana to identify a spell in place.
Oh,
Spellcraft to
wrong
identify the
one.
magical properties of items.
Wrong one. Dang it. Okay, 19. I'll take it.
Okay.
Response is insane.
So you detect a moderate illusion aura and a faint aura of evocation and transmutation.
Do I need to do another Arcana to identify the two different ones? The two different spells?
Alright, I gotta go. So, I'll see you guys later.
All right, have
Bye,
fun.
Pluto.
Alright.
It must be nice to only roll above a 15.
It's
I
not
wouldn't know.
that easy. Let me go pull up the rulings for that, because like you can see a spell going off as it's going off, but there are.
I mean, identify spell in place.
Just
right?
give me a
I don't
second
know.
and let me
I'm not
think.
a wizard.
Yeah, I want to think for a second.
Okay.
Blue fire, red fountain. Blue fire, red fountain. This would be so much easier if I wasn't colorblind.
I might order food and be back in like 2 minutes then.
Well, it's blue fountain, blue fire.
Because I've been waiting for a good break. So yeah, I'll be back in like 2 minutes if we
20
can
plus spell
pause.
level to identify a spell effect in place. That should be it. Okay, so 20 plus spell level. Yeah, you would have no idea. You don't know what the spell is. Well, shit. Everybody's disappearing. Okay, is Nero still here?
I'm still here.
I'm here.
Okay. Nimitep, Nero, and Raz, when you guys check out this little eastern chamber here, you see a small room beyond the door contains a carved sandstone figure of a humanoid engraved with hieroglyphs.
Prince
Alright.
Ali.
This figure this figure looks
Okay,
like
I'm
it
back.
would be like a keystone, I guess. But I don't think you guys know to what. Or do you?
So sorry, did I identify the spells 20 plus spell level, you said?
Keystone in the Ankh of D2. Wait, am I in the right one?
I think we might have found the Ark of the Covenant. Hold on.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, just don't open it.
Only if you want your face to melt.
I mean, you could
Spooky
open it in front
ghosties
of your
fly out,
enemies and
right?
keep your eyes closed. Yeah, no, and they're not happy.
I've seen that before.
Okay.
I still want to
Anyways.
know why he knew that.
You guys may or may not like realize what this is. 4. I guess.
Okay.
What kind of role do you
So
want
it's
for
a
it?
statue of a
Is there a
person,
roll or
and
something?
it's engraved with hieroglyphs.
Well, out of character, I'll tell you guys because it's not really affecting the story. But in character, I don't know whether or not you guys are going to come to this conclusion due to
Well,
certain
maybe
events
you
have
just don't tell us
due to certain events that have unfolded. But basically, this is the keystone that you can use in the other area with the other fountain that you can put in an Ankh that controls the creature that you guys killed that came out of the wall. Well, you didn't really kill it. It was a summon, kind of. It was bound here, so it probably is back wherever it came from. But it controlled that thing, which was what maintained the structure's quality, that creature. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the wall boy that attacked me. Yeah.
Yeah, so that keystone you can put into the Ankh and control it, give it commands and stuff like that. But it's gone, so none of that really matters. But if you were to use this building
there's
and get a
writing or
new
something
one,
on it, I
you
might read
can
it.
perhaps do a ritual to do this again. But hey, yeah. So that's what that is. The
Are there
keystone
any, like,
is about
markings
5
anything on
feet
it where I would
tall
be able to
and
figure that
weighs-
out?
No, not really.
Okay, then yeah, I doubt I would know what it is for.
Okay, but back to the fountain. What do you guys do?
What spells did I identify?
You didn't. They're too strong. You're
20 plus spell level,
yes.
or is it something else?
Yes.
And I rolled 32, so it's over a 12th level spell.
Perhaps you don't know.
Wait, is that what? That's the wrong one. 31 and 28, so it's 11th level and 8th level. Like,
Perhaps you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
you're saying I don't
Yeah.
know though. Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure.
So
DM owns you.
Yeah, just if the game master says no, then just take it.
if
Yeah,
we're
that's
done here, then-
fine. I just wanted to double check because it seemed
I'm gonna
weird.
bite my tongue on that one.
No, the game master has every right to change things or make things more cryptic than not. So rules are always trumped. So, yeah, you don't know.
No, I completely get that. I just
Okay,
wanted to make sure
That's
this is
trumped
one
up.
of those situations. That's all.
perhaps
Okay.
you don't know.
I'm not gonna get in the crazy fire of scariness because I don't know what it is.
No, you don't want to.
I do not want any of that.
Whoa. Okay, Nimitep's going off somewhere, but anybody else wanna?
Yeah, I'll follow Nimitep.
No, nobody
Let's
cares
get away from this
about.
place.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I don't
I mean,
have the tools to
I
figure out
would
what this
tell
is
you
about.
guys. I'd say like, look, I can identify most things that are magical, and I've never seen anything like this.
Well,
I
you
would not
remember
go
what
near
the
it.
other one did, right?
The other one was like
But
a
that was-
helpful
blessing, right?
thing,
But that
but
was
it also
water,
wasn't
like,
blue flames.
Yeah, I'm not putting my hands in blue flames just to see what happens.
I mean, I would
Well,
tell you guys that I
He
think the
said
blue
that there
flames
was
are an illusion.
an aura of illusion, and yeah, then Evocation and transmutation.
I would tell you
Yeah.
that, but I still would not want to go in there because the flames could be the evocation or it could be the illusion. I don't know which one.
That's fine if you guys are scared of it. That's fine. I'll move Layla with you guys.
I mean, can we disbelieve it?
You have to interact in
Are
order
we
to
allowed to do
disbelieve.
that?
You have to touch it.
Poke
I mean, you
it.
could reach your arm out and
Yeah,
stick your
which
hand in the
everybody's
flame and see if
afraid
you
to
burn.
touch it.
Can
But I'm
I
not doing
poke it
that.
with a stick?
No.
Is that
I don't-
interacting?
No, I
Okay.
don't think so. Because you can't feel
Then
what the stick
I-
feels, I guess.
Well,
But you can see if
then
it
I'm
burns.
not going to.
Maybe.
I choose not to put my hand in the burning flame just to see if it's actually a flame that's burning.
Do you guys have a stick? I don't think you do.
Yeah, we have sun rods.
Those aren't.
Those are sticks.
Are they sticks or are they made of metal or iron or something? I don't know what a
Iron
sunrod's
sticks,
made
I
out of.
think.
Does it say what their material component is?
Yeah, I think they're metal with a gold tip that burns out. when
Oh,
they're burnt,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
probably
but I mean, even
won't.
if it's metal, we can tell if it gets hot.
Well, I mean, if that's what you want to try, I want you guys to do this. So yeah, if that's the only thing you can come up with that you want to try it.
I know I'm slightly resistant to fire, but I don't know if I try to intentionally hurt myself.
I'm just looking through my stuff here.
Yeah. Well, you guys remember that when you read the inscriptions for the one upstairs, you know, it was a well of protection, and if you drink the water, those who cast from the abjuration school would get bonuses to their caster levels and saving throws for 24 hours.
I mean, it could be that this is the destruction one, and maybe
Yeah,
it
well-
increases evocation
Evocation.
DCs.
But this one
But
also
remember
says
that
pool of
Nephthys-
protection on it.
Nephthys is the
Oh, I
dual
protect
god,
you a
right?
long time.
Yeah.
So if the one up top is protection, maybe this one is concerned with destruction.
Well, I think that's what he was just saying, but the thing still says protection on it.
Yeah, it still says
On it, yeah.
protection, but yeah. Well.
Maybe it's protection from evocation? I don't
Oh, could be.
If Wiz Pops doesn't think he knows anything about it, or Layla or Nero, people who use magic and stuff.
I don't use magic.
Well, technically you do.
Well, you shoot water.
I just shoot
Water,
water at people.
Yeah,
That's,
but you
that's
got
pretty bad.
cantrips. You got
Call me
prestidigitation.
Katara. I can handle this.
Prestidigitation, where you can dry people. You have create water, and you also have what's the other cantrip they give you? They give you another cantrip that's water related.
Well, you can if you focus, you can control the way water moves.
There you go. Yeah, so you do have spells. Kudu doesn't really use them much. Well, no, that's not true. She dried you guys a lot, so she uses that prestidigitation often. Kind of stopped mentioning it, but hey, doorways. You guys see a door.
You can also purify food and drink.
There you go. Yeah. Or I think it's just drink only. You gotta read the context, because I think it cuts out certain
No, it
things.
says food and drink, but I don't know. I'll take a look again.
Yeah. I'll move Layla up with you guys. You do not think... No,
You can
do.
purify
Okay.
water.
If it's not locked, I'll open it up.
That's, well, yeah, no. Give me a second. Kind of got sidetracked.
Sure.
Okay. You open this door as it doesn't seem to be trapped or locked, or if it was locked, it is no longer locked.
Cool. If it looks safe, then we can enter. Ooh, sarcophagus. That's always fun.
Hieroglyphs cover the walls of this chamber. In the middle of the room, a large, majestic stone sarcophagus rests atop a raised stone platform, and several clay jars sit on the floor nearby. 2 lacquered benches stand near the doors to the south.
A burial.
With care, I will slowly move forward, searching for traps.
Good luck.
Okay.
I'll do so sneakily too.
You are really fucking lucky. You meet the DC and identify that there is a trap in this room. But the trap
Oh.
is on the
She's supposed to be good at what she
sarcophagus,
does.
and you're willing to bet that it will go off. Wait, you can
The
find
bloody thing
magical
isn't gonna
traps,
try and
right?
eat me, is it?
Yes, because
Okay,
I
okay,
actually have
okay.
a level in Rogue.
Okay.
I have the trap find.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you think a trap will go off if somebody opens the sarcophagus, and a higher level trap.
Time to disable it.
This is a painful one.
Then I'll take out my thieves' tools and I'll say, stand back.
Alright, I
The
stand behind
sarcophagus
the
is
door.
warded with magic.
Okay. Now you have evidence of things in the room. So do you want to go straight to that, or do you want to check the room out first?
I guess it's possible there's some clue to how to disable the trap or bypass it.
And also,
So,
there's no
since it's-
evidence. Like, there's evidence that the scorched hand was in this room, but there's no evidence that they opened or touched the sarcophagus.
Okay. So I'll peek around the room first.
Okay.
Same.
The hieroglyphs
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
wall do say stuff. And
That is good that they say stuff. Not
they say
nothing.
on the
Do they say
walls
things?
that the individual in the sarcophagus's name is Dejevipet. I don't know how to say that. Let's just put that in chat for you guys and let you decipher it.
Ooh, I love pronunciation.
There you go. It's yours.
Jedi
Jedipet.
Jedi Hepet.
Jedipet.
Jedipet.
He's a Jedi.
Jedipet.
Jedipet sounds right.
Okay, and you reveal that he
Jedipet.
died in 1599 AR. He is inscribed as a wise
Wide
counselor. A wise counselor, trusted keeper of secrets, and good friend of the pharaoh. And there's also a knowledge nobility check.
That is like older than.
Whiz
That's
pops.
really old.
Whiz pops knows.
I have all the knowledge.
that that can be that. Okay, with the successful DC 20 knowledge check, a PC can identify the pharaoh as Osirian in 1599 as Jederet II, the same pharaoh who was mentioned in the tablet that you guys found, and the founder of Wati. You're willing to bet that
Okay.
this was probably the original founder and first high priest of this temple.
An amazing archaeological find.
Cool. You should be very careful then with his tomb.
Okay.
And respect.
Now, you rolled a perception, Nimita, for
It wasn't a great one, though,
the
but yes, I did.
trap. And I
Okay.
feel like, like because you were examining the sarcophagus, I can just use that same perception.
BRB Food's here.
I don't believe you.
You closely examine the sarcophagus, and you can find a hidden button near the head of the sarcophagus. You don't think it triggers any kind of trap, but...
Okay, I'll ask Whiz Pops to step out of the room just in case this all goes wrong.
Okay, back. I love the Asian guy that delivers my food. He's so nice.
Okay.
Anyways, he's just like like he hands me my food like it's like an artifact or something, like two hands, very polite.
Huh.
Anyways,
Oh, I'm sorry. You're confident
That's-
that the
yeah.
button has something to do with the trap you disabled.
does the button
So are you gonna
disable the
push the
trap?
button? Push the button.
I've heard this game does that. Like in
Anyways,
the other
so do you
sarcophagus
push it?
room that we explored earlier.
Push the button.
Push it.
Okay. I warned Whiz Pops. I pushed the button.
I tell you it's fine. It will just disable the trap, which you already did.
That's not... Okay. Do you push it?
I push it again. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe it's stuck.
Okay. You press the button.
Every time you push the button, a person dies.
And under... Wait. Pressing the button causes the platform under the sarcophagus to slide to the south on a set of concealed tracks,
Oh, hey, look.
revealing
Oh,
a
boy.
secret opening beneath it.
Hooray.
Slide south.
the
and
real
rolls
treasure.
Over Whiz Pops.
Those clever Assyrians.
I step back.
The trap,
I can move. And I
the
whack my
trap on the
quarterstaff at it.
sarcophagus is the lure.
Yes, I think that's
The real treasure is underneath the thing, hidden for eyes that aren't perceptive.
Mm-hmm.
I peer in the void beneath the sarcophagus.
All right.
The real treasure is the friends we found along the way.
Yes.
Sure. You
Friendship
peer
is
in.
magic. And that's what wizards do, is magic.
One sec. Okay. Wait.
Yay! Oh, we're so close. We can hit level 4. I know it.
Okay. You find
smell it.
I mean, we only have 2,000 to go.
little secret compartment underneath the sarcophagus contains a little pearl, a ring, And yeah, that's it. A pearl and a ring.
A pearl and a ring. Well, that's pretty snazzy looking. We can take those.
Are they magical in nature?
Holy
Maybe
moly,
that turns
apparently
Wiz
my hero
Pops.
lab's behind.
Viz Pops, Nimitep's talking to you.
Sorry. What happened? How much XP am I worth?
No, we found
Not
a
enough.
ring and a pearl.
Oh, okay. Okay.
How much XP
Wiz
am I
Pops is a
worth?
little hard of hearing.
No, I'm eating Chinese
Why? Are you
food,
trying to
so
kill me? What
I'm
the
not paying the most attention.
Alright.
Okay, I'll identify.
Okay,
What is it, 2 things here?
2 magical items. You do detect magic on both items.
Okay.
How come I can't be a
spellcraft,
magical
no.
item?
Are these really that high? No way. This can't be real. Hold on.
Wait, what? That's sleight of hand.
Wiz Pops runs off with the items. See ya!
Yoink,
I don't feel
mine.
real.
Yes, they are. Holy cow. Okay. 23 and a 30. Alright, what is it? 15 plus the caster level. Does that 30 do it? No, it doesn't. Okay, well, you don't know what the pearl is, but it does look oddly familiar. So, because you guys already have one, you have a first level pearl of power.
We actually don't have one.
I
I
thought...
don't have one yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
We've been wanting
Nimitep's
to buy
been
one.
window shopping.
It's in the plan, yes.
Yeah, and you're like, wait. You know, because he's like talking about it. He's like, oh man, this is too powerful of a magic. Because it's strong. Its caster level's pretty high. But anyways, I'm going to give that to you guys because you've been thinking about talking about it. And he was only 2 off. He was almost there. The other one is a ring of grasping grave. The wearer of this ring can make a melee touch attack against an undead creature no more than 1 size category larger than himself, cutting off the creature from undying energy. The wearer never suffers any ill effects that might normally occur from coming into physical contact with an undead creature touched to this way. On a successful hit, the undead cannot be healed or aided by effects of negative energy for 1d4 rounds. During this duration, positive energy affects the undead creature normally.
That's pretty cool.
Sounds like a battle cleric kind of thing, I suppose.
So should I take this pearl of power then? And then, I mean, I'll definitely use it for mage armor every day with you. Or would you rather hold it?
No, that's fine.
I guess it's like I
probably
could
worth more in your
optionally,
hands than mine.
yeah, I could optionally like prepare 2 mage armors, and yeah, it doesn't actually matter.
Okay, now
You can prepare however many numbers of whatever spell.
Now the real question
I'll hold
is,
on to it though. I think it makes sense.
do you open the sarcophagus?
Yeah.
I mean, we
Well,
have
I'll
to. That's
ask-
our mandate is to recover, things, or maybe things buried with the thing, right? With the guy, or not.
No, you
Well,
were
then-
told to leave corpses alone, like don't disturb them. But yeah, you can open them if you
Well,
want, but yeah,
Don't defile, yeah.
don't defile. Yeah.
I'll ask everybody to leave the room. Because if this doesn't
Okay,
work,
are
I
you
don't
sure,
want
Nima?
everybody getting hurt. Oh, keep the
Alright.
doors open. If something goes horribly wrong, get ready to rescue me. I forcefully push Wiz Pops out of the room.
Get out of here.
Sorry, eating. Yeah, walking around and eating too, it's even worse.
He pulls out his
Okay.
trail rations, just nomming on them, staring at hieroglyphs.
Yeah, food helps your, it's brain power.
All right, Nimitep,
All right,
open the
there I
sarcophagus.
go. I disable device.
Yeah. All right. So inside the sarcophagus, you see the mummy of supposedly this dude, and what is laying next to him appears to be a mummified rat.
Rat?
Yeah.
I look
Maybe
at
it was
Wispops
familiar.
and say, "Don't read from a book."
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm
And-
like, cats are usually the guardians.
And the clay canopic
Okay.
jars are sealed with wax. But you know much about mummification and embalming, and you're willing to bet that that's probably the preserved internal organs of the mummy. He has a funerary mask on, which is onyx.
Oh, no.
He has a holy symbol, which is gold and black. You've seen the symbol plenty of times now, holy symbol of Nathes.
Another one.
And yeah, so that's all you find in that sarcophagus.
Okay.
We close it up.
I thought a creature was going to come out and fight us.
Well, if we recover the mask and the holy symbol, we return him to his rest.
Sure.
In the afterlife, he loses his mask. He's like, oh, where'd my mask go? Oh no, my holy symbol! Oh, he's ruined. He can't cast spells now in the afterlife.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
I mean, that's why they bury them with their things, right? It's because they're supposedly get them in their afterlife, yeah.
But
That was
the
a
reason why
good
the Church of Pharasma is allowing us to do this is because they have determined that
That's
it's
not
no
what really
lo-
happens.
They've already passed to their they've already passed to their afterlife, and so these trappings are no longer necessary for them.
Oh, okay. So it's only that
It's-
like transition period.
It's during the transition that it's important.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's fair assessment, but you know, what if there's just one dude that's lost out there, you know, and it was this guy,
Yeah, well,
and you just took a shit.
that's Pharasma's problem.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
so.
much-
Well, if
Didn't
he gets
even
lost,
like
he's
him.
clearly not meant
He
to
wasn't
move on.
nice to me when he was still alive.
All right. Do you want to appraise these items? To appraise.
Sure. Let's appraise Nathes.
Yeah, you're not sure the value of them, but you know, gold and black holy symbol. That's pretty nice. Onyx. That's pretty nice. Oh, there we go. Wiz Pops comes in and he's like, money. Money, 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 money.
Yeah. I used to be an auctioneer back in my day. I tell you, I know how much these things are worth. Trust me.
Alright, so the holy symbol is valued at 50 gold pieces, so it's a pretty nice one. And the funerary mask is 20 gold pieces.
Only 20? Oh, I thought it was worth more than that.
Well, it's just onyx, but, you know.
This isn't the mask that was taken from the statue that's actually worth, a fortune.
Oh no, this doesn't detect as magic at all.
In fact,
Yeah, the
even
one
the
that was
holy
on the
symbol's only
statue was
50.
like frickin' insane.
Yep.
What? I'm not even complaining, man. I'm always the one that complains about loot, wanting more, but
No,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking
They're
because they're
giving you
worth
guys
so
plenty.
little,
What?
theoretically.
The Scorch Hand was your loot, basically, for the
the
tomb.
Scorched Hand took things to. Oh no, they didn't, because we would have found it. Did the Scorched Hand have anything on them? Any loot on them from
Yeah.
this place?
Well, yeah, a number of the scrolls and wands, you can assume that
They
like
were from
some of
here?
them were
Okay.
theirs, and perhaps they found some here as well.
But they didn't
also,
have that mask.
no, they didn't have
The
a
super
mask.
one, no.
The super mask. And it, based on the dust, it looked like it was removed recently. So that means someone else came in here.
Yes.
Haha.
So I think that's our next job. I don't care what the book says. I just want to get that artifact. So that's we're going on a artifact hunt. I believe
That's
what
fine.
Wizpops wants.
You do you.
Well, we know that room seemed to hold something very powerful. That one before, but there's nothing there anymore.
Right.
And there
Right,
was
that's what
evidence of
I'm talking
somebody
about.
going in and out, so
Oh, the bloody boots.
they might have already taken.
The bloody boot prints, right?
Yeah, somebody might have already taken a very
Yeah.
powerful item out of here.
So we need to go back and study those boot prints. I guess.
Well, there's still
Something
more
like
of this
that.
place to explore too.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah,
go
before we
explore the
leave,
rest
I
of-
guess.
Okay.
There's these
Nematep
doors
puts
over here.
everything back, so.
Good job, everyone, especially Nematep.
All right.
We're going over there. Okay.
Do we have to walk all the way over there?
Wait up for
My
me.
back aches.
Luckily, I have this staff here to walk on. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to keep up with you youngsters. It also makes a good tool for hitting cats. Those pesky things. They
What?
always come
Excuse
and
me?
growl at you. Remember the zombie cats that we fought and I whacked one with a staff to kill it?
Okay, okay. As long as you
Hitting
clarify
cats.
that, I'm satisfied.
Good
Yeah.
for hitting cats.
Yes, yes.
Nematep is-
I'm. It's
Good.
clear in character that I'm referencing the zombie cats we fought, the other week.
To be honest, even in character, I'm not so sure that it's that clear.
She's still like, ugh. to
You
the
look
sound
at me
of that.
funny. I say the zombie cats for Pete's sake. I would never hurt an
I get-
actual cat.
I can just see a grumpy old man. This is my whacking stick. Get those cats off my lawn.
If I had a lawn, I would hit cats off of it with this stick. But unfortunately, there's no lawn in the desert,
Okay.
and I don't
These
have a house.
doors seem to be locked. And there also seems to be evidence that somebody tried to unlock them, perhaps many times, and just for some reason couldn't do it.
Okay. Oh, it is a very tricky lock.
Yeah. Nematop's like, oh, well, shit. Maybe
Let me take
this
a
tool.
little bit of, more effort here.
There you go. Alright. You unlock the door. And let me reveal stuff, because stuff.
There's chap.
Alright. You open the door. Do you step in to kind of peer in? Yeah, you kind of see some benches there. But unfortunately, I can't really see the whole room because it's large.
No traps. I'll step in.
Alright.
Alright,
When
I'll
you
follow.
do, at the altar, you see a skeletal figure.
Oh, hello.
And it takes up arms, like when you guys step in, but it doesn't like attack or anything. It's
What
just
about
kind of
legs?
standing there, in a armed position, and it looks like it's like a trained fighter kind of guard position. So its stance it's good. It's a solid stance, but it does appear to be undead. Let me give you guys
Oh,
a lovely
no.
picture of our friend.
That's cool. I like his glowy blue eyes.
Okay.
And that he is a modest skeleton, it appears. He's wearing clothes.
It's always a bonus.
I move
Are
over
there
here,
any... Okay.
and I get ready.
Okay, just... Any immediate actions that people want to take?
I don't want to block Raz.
So did you say roll initiatives, or just what do we do?
No. No. I mean, unless you're attacking it, then you can, but it's... Seems to be observing you for the
I'll
moment.
ask him.
So, did anyone want the Ring of Grasping Grave?
You take it.
Nah.
Sweet.
What language?
In Osirian. I'll even put an ancient
Right.
inflection on it.
Ancient? Or is it actually ancient, or...
Ancient Osirian. I have
Okay.
that, yeah.
Oh, Layla steps in also. That's the key here.
Ooh, it's my first magic item. Other than the armor.
So you guys step in and it starts to like observe you guys, and then you ask that, and it starts to move forward. Do you do anything?
I'll pull out my holy symbol of Nathes. Oh, I'm in there. And show it to him.
Uh-huh.
Just to see if it stops him from doing anything aggressive.
Okay.
I will scooch over here and I'll get ready because he is undead, and one way or another he should be put to rest.
Alright, and
I'll draw my weapons if he keeps approaching hostily.
well, he doesn't look hostile, but
I am a weapon.
I guess anything undead looks hostile. But what exactly did you ask it again, Nimitep?
I asked it its name. Who are you?
Oh,
is
its
what I
name.
said.
Oh, okay. He says, I am the guardian of this place. Senna Merrick.
Did he actually have trouble saying his name, or was that just you?
That was just me, because there's a lot of N's and M's and E's in this name.
Okay. I wanted to be sure, because if it was him, then that could be a memory issue in his part too. So, there was a reason for it. I'm not just making fun of you.
Yeah, it sounds like he's making fun of you.
I mean, I thought about it, but I was like, oh wait, I should probably actually know this.
Yeah, and his eyes do center on the holy symbols. Which seems to be kind of like the reason why he hasn't just jumped you guys.
Yeah. Got my holy symbol of Sarenrae.
Yeah, not that one. The Nathes one, right?
I'm sure it matters, actually, to him.
Why do you still linger here long after your death? Your time has passed. You should be at rest now.
I'm the last guardian of this temple. But I'm afraid I even failed that job.
Sleep.
And I'm not even sure where my duties lie now. And he kind of pokes his spear up at you guys a little bit, just to kind of emphasize the point.
This temple has
What
long
language is he
since
speaking?
fallen into
Common or
disrepair.
Assyrian?
Ancient Osirian. Like, perfect ancient dialect Osirian.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry,
I'll
what did you say,
ask
Nimitep?
him... Oh, sorry. You can go, yeah.
The temple has long since fallen into disrepair. It is no longer a center of worship. It has been left abandoned for hundreds of years.
Yes, I know.
I'll say Guardian. It appears that a powerful artifact was taken from here. Do you know who took it? Do you want us to recover it for you?
Can you? Can you get it back?
I'm Whiz
I
Pops. I can do anything.
look suspiciously at
Um,
Liz Pops.
I'm gonna roll a will check not to, laugh about that.
Fine, okay, I'll roll a bluff.
I fail. I snicker when he says that.
It's like, yes, I want to recover it for your temple. Definitely not for me.
Well, mine was more of a, he's whiz pops. Yeah, that's gonna work in his favor.
Okay, I don't
It
know.
is
There was a
time
lot
for
of
you
chattering
to
going on,
receive-
so did you say something directly to him, or?
I mean, I asked if he knows who took the artifact so we can get it back.
Okay. I do not know who it was, but I know what he looked like. But he had control over me. I couldn't do anything.
Could you describe him to us?
I knew you were gonna ask that, so I was like looking for a picture.
Go back to sleep.
He was wearing a golden mask. I was unable to see his face.
Is the golden mask the mask
Okay.
from the statue in here?
No. But that's what he took. And that's a horrible, terrible thing. The fate of the world. I failed guarding it. Alright,
What is
I'm
the
gonna
mask?
The fate of the world, what's gonna happen?
give you guys a image of what he describes to you guys, of what this guy looks like, without revealing a whole lot more.
It's a pharaoh with a gold mask.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. So wait, what was the question? The last one?
Well, he mentioned, it could be the end of the world, so I asked, what is going to happen to the world since this mask was taken?
He says, I do not know those details. I am just the guardian.
So he doesn't know.
Well, that's what he says.
So he's sure that it will doom the world, but he has no idea what it does.
Yeah.
Well, it's the end of the world to any guardian who fails to guard what they're guarding.
I mean, that's a fair point.
There seems to be a disconnect in logic here.
Hmm?
I think he means the end of his world, not the end of the world.
No.
Perhaps.
No, that's not the impression I get.
He didn't say the end of the
Okay.
world
Yeah,
either,
no.
but he did say your world is doomed, but
Okay.
Yeah,
why?
I feel
interpreted
like
that to be. Yeah, what's gonna? He doesn't know what's gonna happen, but he just says.
I feel like if it was the end of his world, we wouldn't be on an adventure path.
You don't have to specifically know how the thing is going to end the world. If you're told the thing in there is really bad, and if it ever gets out, the world will come to an end.
Basically.
Does he know why it was put in there? Can he tell
Um,
us the general lore of the item?
he says it was the ka of a very powerful individual, but I don't know much about that individual.
Okay, so the item is or was the soul, or maybe it houses the soul, because that's what the ka is, right? Like it's an essence,
It's part of the soul, one of the 5 pieces.
part of the soul, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe it's imbued with some kind of like, yeah, power of like someone or something. Okay. Well, if this undead is merely trying to guard it and be a good guardian, then hmm, we have no reason to bother him. And you know, if we see this person with this mask, like we'll do our best to try and get it and take it out of the wrong hand.
What's the world like now, out there? Has the plague passed?
I tell him that there is no plague currently afflicting the world, and that this city is now called the Half-Dead City, for it is a giant necropolis. Half of it is a giant necropolis. That everyone who was, affected by the plague was wiped out.
So the undead
currently
walk
we're
amongst
trying to
you?
go through. They're kind of trapped in here. But we're trying to go through and uncover the past and find out what's happened. Figure out more information where we can, and celebrate our history.
Well, I don't know much.
The surface is not team full of undead, but there are some. I tell him that the Pharasmins are doing their best to make sure that the undead don't surface from their tombs.
He seems very interested in, like, talking about the outside world with you guys.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and,
try and find out a little bit more about what he is.
I'll tell him that we were.
Just from basic knowledge.
Okay.
I'll tell him that we are part of a Pharasmin uh, order to. Well, we're here under Pharasmin orders to excavate and retrieve anything that can be salvaged from these forgotten and abandoned tombs.
So you're not followers of Nathes? And Leo will probably be like, oh, well, I mean, I like Nathes.
Yeah, and
I
Wispops has
I
a
am a
voice of.
follower of Serenry.
Some of us come from
Yeah.
different, backgrounds, religious backgrounds.
He seems to be confused on, like, should he be guarding this place, or what is there even left to guard anymore, you know? Because the thing that he's supposed to be guarding is gone. And apparently he failed to do that. So it seems like this skeleton has some conflict going on here.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also very interested in the outside world. And as for that role, Nero, this is a skeletal champion of Nathes. It looks like he has some training in class skills, perhaps fighter. I don't know. He hasn't really displayed any of his other class abilities, but it's possible that he might be able to cast spells.
I know one of my big concerns would be whether or not it's actually possible for him to not be evil. Because if he's evil, I kind of want to kill him. I mean, that's kind of what I do.
I
Um,
mean, killing. I'm against undead, but if he's not harming us, I mean,
well,
right, but I mean, I'm an undead
he's
crusader. I want to kill
evil
undead.
because in the
I
sense
know he's evil. Okay.
in the sense of undead, like all undead are evil because they don't necessarily have the conscience to make the right decision or be sympathetic or empathetic, I guess you can say. So inherently, they're just always going to be evil. So there's always that possibility that an undead might do something that you don't necessarily deem good. Not that it had like ill intent. That's just the nature of the undead. But yeah, this one does
Okay.
seem to be. It's like if you were a skeleton guarding an area that nobody came into for like a really long time, you'd probably get bored and curious and maybe forget.
And once you lose your purpose,
Yeah.
also yeah. So I know that before we leave
Well,
this
and
place,
then
this abomination will be taken care of. But for now, I want to get as much information out of it as we can.
what's confusing Nero right now is he's a skeleton, but he's intelligent. It
Talking.
seems. He's not just a mindless evil thing. He's actually communicating and he's showing purpose. He's showing that he's trying to do his job, and it's not an evil job. He's just protecting a relic that he thinks could be dangerous to the world. So, shoot, maybe he's not really evil in the sense of the living must die.
He's neutral.
Doesn't have the same. Yeah, it's just a little. Kind of throwing
Ultimately,
Nero for a loop here.
his time is past.
We must put an end to his existence.
And it's time for him to pass to his final rest.
Yeah, exactly.
So Nero's gonna say, now, is there anything we could do to get you to rest without fighting you? Because I don't think you're bad. You shouldn't be up and around still.
You think I need to be put
now
to
that your
rest?
purpose is completed.
I think
Then
that you should be
you
at rest, and you deserve to be at rest. It's not a bad thing. Honestly, it's a good thing. You deserve rest. How can we put you to rest?
I don't think he feels tired. So I'm not sure how he would respond.
I don't think he'll ever feel tired. That's part of being undead.
I'm pretty sure there's this clause that says he doesn't need to eat, sleep.
Yeah.
So, he's not
but
sure.
You deserve
like
to see your loved ones. You deserve rest.
Maybe I could see Nathys.
Yes. You have worked hard for these last, 1,000 years? You've earned rest. You have kicked ass and taken names. Just saying. And yeah, that guy got through, but he used magics that you couldn't overcome. That's not your fault. You still tried. Would bringing this thing back help you rest?
What would you do to the temple? What are your plans?
Our plans are to preserve it. This is history for us.
To restore it?
It's important.
To the greatness in the name of Nathys?
I mean, that might be a possibility. It depends on. It's not just on us. It's up to the entire town, but the town wants to make sure that everything is preserved. That's why we're in here, to find out more about it. And we want to make sure that those that were put to rest stay at rest. We need to be very respectful of our dead.
Okay, for the heck of it, everybody roll a diplomacy.
I'm doing
Alright,
that.
so you're going to make me shoot myself in the foot after all that hard work.
You're assisting
Don't worry, I'll
each
say
other.
something.
Leia's
I'll say
probably
something that
adding
will
in
help.
stuff. Yeah.
I tell the thing because he can still kind of understand Assyrian, even if he speaks ancient Assyrian. They're similar enough spoken that you can kind of understand each other. And I tell him that the temple and all these other cities, or all the rest of the city that has been taken by the plague, yeah, like it has been abandoned. So, his purpose here now is, yeah, he's basically lost his purpose, and the best thing for him to do is to simply pass on, because for one, the Pharasma lady doesn't enjoy the undead, and second, there is no more Temple of Nethys here for him to guard. So his time is his duty is over.
Okay. So you guys seem to convince him that, yeah, it's time. It's been a very long time. And he's bored, and it's probably not like wise to have a skeleton walking around town as if he was a local. So so he accepts his fate, and he tells you that there are catacombs beyond the door, and if he could be placed there and have this place preserved, and to also leave the sarcophagus that you guys already stole items from alone, but he doesn't know that.
Well, we did respect it though. We've left the remains
Yeah.
intact.
So Nero is going to put his hands up like in a I'm not going to hurt you gesture and walk forward and offer his hand in a shake and say it would be my honor to do so.
You take negative energy and damage from touching it.
He doesn't understand the handshake, but if you grab his hand, he he holds
grasp.
yours.
Yeah, it would be my honor to do so.
Okay. He doesn't know how, like, you guys are gonna put him to rest. But a good way to maybe take somebody out is through, like, energy of their god. What does Layla have? What's
no life?
Spells.
She has positive energy.
Right? Yeah, she has at least cure stuff.
She should have cure moderate wounds because they're no, she doesn't. That's not until 4th. So she has cure light wounds. That's it.
So you should hand her the ring, and then she can deliver full damage to him.
Wait.
Sweet.
Why?
You can get it back.
It
She's
severs.
just.
Well,
Yeah.
no. I'm curious because I don't think that actually has any effect on that.
No, it will, because when you do positive energy to an undead, it can make a will save to take half. And what that ring does is it can't take the will save, and it takes full.
No, it doesn't.
Isn't that what I read?
Okay, so I'm reading, the wearer of this ring can make a melee touch attack against an undead creature no more than one size category larger than himself,
Right.
cutting off that creature from undying energy. The
Yes.
wearer never suffers any ill effects that might normally occur from coming into physical contact with an undead creature touched this way. On a successful hit, the undead cannot be healed or aided by the effects of negative energy for 1d4 rounds. During this duration, positive energy affects the undead creature normally.
Normally. Right. Instead of half.
Right. No, it
Well,
basically it's
either
saying
way,
it doesn't affect
okay,
the creature
that's fine.
in
We'll
that way.
rule it that way. And it's your ring, so that's what it
Okay.
is. Either way, she's going to deliver some energy touches, and we are going to end session here.
Ah,
It's 1:00.
Yeah, it's 1:00. We've got another hour to go.
Yeah,
Yes.
Pluto's not here, and it's a good spot
Pluto's
to
not
end.
here, and
feels like we never get like the full time with everyone from Mummy's
All
Math.
right,
not lately at least.
and I'm not.
Sorry. I should be
I'm
here
not gonna
most
be
of the
able to
time
be
now.
here next week.
Yeah, how
Oh,
much experience do
no.
we get for this guy?
I mean, if
Is
you
it enough
guys
to
really
level us?
want, I mean, we can continue on a little bit, but there's nothing in the next room, so let's reveal that. You guys go into here.
That's fine.
And there's nothing in there
If
except
you want to
for
call it, that's cool.
you guys find some sarcophaguses and
Right.
you find a
I believe the
place
plural is
to bury 'em.
sarcophagi.
And you
Pluto's
guys
gonna be like,
It's
"Oh
not.
wow, you guys didn't kill something."
if you guys check some of them, it doesn't look like the Scorching Hand opened any. They seem to have had some sort of respect not to. So if you guys want to do that
cool.
and go through them, they might have, funerary masks or bodies or whatever in them.
Anything that
Well,
stands out.
I definitely want to put Sentimerit to rest in there. That's for sure.
Okay, you do that.
A dwarfamy word.
Yay, we help the undead.
And one less undead in our world, I'm fine with it.
But yeah, do you open any of these?
Do a ritual.
I mean, that's kind of what we're here to do. Go through these things. So yeah.
Okay, then when you guys do, you will find more items.
Yay.
Woo! Items! I can be more of a pack mule.
Items are good.
Okay,
Right,
you
speak up, Sonny.
find 2 funerary masks that are gold.
Oh.
Can roll an appraise for that. Okay, WizPops knows that those are 100 gold pieces each.
Oh, wow.
And you
Those are pricey.
find a couple of potions, perhaps?
Some potions. I'll detect magic and try and identify what they are.
Okay. Potion
How many?
of... Okay, well, you rolled 3, but I'll use that third one for something else. One of these potions, you don't
I didn't know how many there were.
what it is. But you know you have 2 potions of cure moderate wounds. And then the other potion, you're not sure what it is. Does Layla have...
Okay, maybe Layla would identify it then.
Where's her sheet? I lost her. Oh no. There it is. Nope. Oh no. Okay. Alright, well there's that. And then you find a pouch of rubies.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's valuable.
I'll need to appraise it, or do I?
Yes.
I guess I do.
If you want to know its value, other than that, you can always worry about it later. Alright, WizPops knows that there are 6 rubies in here, each worth 25 gold pieces.
A total of 150 gold pieces.
Oh wow, Sonny, you did that math in your head that fast?
Raz is smart.
The other interesting item you guys find seems to be very well preserved gloves on a skeletal body, or mummified body, I guess you can say.
I'll detect magic on the gloves.
You detect magic.
Because, yeah, something that's preserved like that's probably magical.
They're white gloves.
I will try
too.
to identify the gloves. I don't know what the gloves do.
You
Maybe
don't
Layla.
know.
Have you ever seen gloves like this, or do you know what this is?
She handles the gloves and starts trying to identify the magical properties of it and says, yes, actually. These, nondescript white gloves are a boon to minor spellcasters and fakes who are limited or lacking the magical ability or versatility. The wearer of these gloves can employ mage hand and prestidigitation at will. They are called the Apprentice's Cheating Gloves. So somebody was a cheater, apparently.
Oh,
And then you find
Those-
330 gold
those
pieces.
gloves are... They're quite
Cool.
glovely.
Lovely.
So, what about Sen and Merrick's spear? Was that magical at all?
Oh, I was gonna ask, like, yeah, is there anything on him
What?
after we put him to rest?
Oh,
we
him?
lay him to rest,
Oh,
then we
okay.
loot his body.
Oh, sure, yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yes.
his stuff could be useful in getting that artifact back.
He may need his stuff in
He
the afterlife, though. He
has-
just left.
A wooden holy symbol of Nathes. Yep, and I know you want that one gold piece symbol. There you go.
I do.
Not really.
He has keys to this place. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. He has a mithril shirt. Chain shirt.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
baby.
very nice.
Not masterwork, but yeah. Well, is it?
It
does
is
have-
masterwork because
yeah,
it's mithril.
Mithril, yeah.
It has to be
Yeah.
because it's mithril, yeah.
And then the
I will take
spear
that.
does detect as magical and does look like it's in fine
Magic.
condition.
Oh, here. Let the expert take a look at this. Oh, yes, very, very pointy, I see. Nice hard shaft.
You sound like quite the expert.
Mm,
Uh-huh.
You said chef.
I said hard shaft. That's a
You said
phallus
pointy.
joke.
Okay. Put this up over here. Alright. This magically strengthened, bronze-tipped, +1 spear enables its wielder to better face a variety of foes. Originally created by priests of Nathes for use of their temple guards, a Spear of the Watchful Guardian also grants its wielder arcane aid to strike true. Once per day, as a standard action, the wielder of the Spear of the Watchful Guardian can alter the physical properties of the weapon, allowing it to bypass damage reduction of one of the following types: bludgeoning, cold
Oh my
iron,
God.
silver, or slashing. This change lasts for 5 minutes. In addition, if the
Oh my
wielder
God.
of the Spear of the Watchful Guardian fails to attack roll, as an immediate action, once per day, she can retroactively add a +1 competence bonus on the roll. If this bonus is enough to make the failure a success, the attack roll succeeds. Finally, the Spear of the Watchful Guardian
There's more.
sharpens the senses of its wielder, granting her a +2 insight bonus on perception checks.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
This item is insanely good.
But none of you built your characters to
level
actually
3,
use
yeah.
weapons, so I'll just take it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
You
whoa.
fool! You
Whoa, whoa,
fucking
whoa,
fool!
whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
I believe this says a +2 to perception checks, which is what my character's built for.
Oh.
No, it just
Yeah,
This is somehow what
do
happened.
not care about this weapon at all.
Parties always build themselves like away from using weapons. There's usually only like one
mean-
person who's like, I could use that.
I use weapons. Well, it's like, yeah,
To be
in Second
fair,
Darkness, none of
this
us
is like
used weapons.
the first game I've
so
ever
Sava-
played a non-martial character.
Sava just
Like, this is the
Also-
first
them
time I've
all.
ever played a caster besides in Reign of Winter. And
Your
the game
melee
advances
characters
that start at the same time.
tend to focus and specialize on one particular weapon as well, right? So
Yeah,
Also
that
true.
sometimes
It's
happens.
really the fighters
that's
that
silly.
branch
Zoe
out.
was very versatile, though. You remember Zoe? Not Star Fox.
No,
or-
my barbarian here
But-
doesn't need any specific kind of weapon to function. That's why I've just been
Yeah.
taking anything that's effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you use spears anyway. I mean, you've been carrying spears around, so
I have been
I'm fine
using
with you
spears.
taking it. Yeah.
Take the spear. Aren't you also the trap finder boy?
Boy.
No, that's neat.
Or not? See, because then maybe he should hold the spear. I'm just
But-
saying.
The problem is that Nematep doesn't.
Perception.
She can't flurry with the spear.
That's right.
Yeah.
But it would make you do more damage.
And it would give you another damage type. A lot of damage types if we
Bunch
need
of
it.
damage types, but
To get through DR.
All right.
Isn't there some way we can get you
Well,
to like
also,
flurry with the spear?
you can flurry, just not with the spear, even though you're holding it, because
You
flurries,
have
an
legs.
unarmed flurry
Yeah, you
can
can
use
use your
legs and
kicks,
head and
head,
elbows and stuff.
Or your butt
what
if
does
you really
prevent
want to.
Her, it wouldn't prevent her from flurrying. She just couldn't flurry with it.
I guess that's true.
Mhm.
You'd get an
There-
attack
there-
with the spear and then.
there is some convoluted ways that I can get the ability to flurry with the spears. I believe it involves an archetype of some description, but
You might be able to.
that's not the path I'm going.
All right.
Remember,
so
I'm primarily a rogue.
congratulations, you guys are level 4.
Yay! Yay!
You have completed this place. There is nothing left to do in book 1. And we are now in
Yay.
book 2, as you guys will start the auction. Get ready to roleplay next session, boys and girls, because there's going to be a lot of it.
Oh, I'm good at that.
I won't be here, so damn.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said a couple days ago in Discord, I won't be here on the 11th. I gotta help my dad with a big dump run, and a
Oh,
lot of it's my stuff, so I can't just back out.
yeah, fair enough. All right, that's cool, guys. Great, we did it. See, I told you you'd get enough XP. You're actually like 144 over. And so yeah, we'll do that next session. I kind of wanted to stop there before, just to maybe see if Layla wanted to add anything, but he can still add in. It doesn't really impact anything directly, so we'll see how his character felt about all of that. Probably pretty okay. I mean, you guys
Woo!
liberated the guy. I mean, you're making promises to him that you're going to restore the temple and you're going to go find the guy with the mask. At least Wizpops is adamant about that.
Well, and Nero is very, very adamant about preserving it at the very least. So,
Yeah.
a dwarf of his bloody word.
And okay, so we'll stop here. And I do have a question for Star Fox, though. Have you played beyond this point?
No, this is basically the end of what I know.
Okay, so you actually played the full book then.
Book 1, yes.
Oh, okay. Why did they stop?
The Game Master had some sort of real life thing
Oh.
that happened, and then that basically was the end of it.
Okay,
It
cool.
was an online game through Roll20.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, we'll just pick up from here. I don't know if you guys learned more during his session, but what the mask is and who took the mask should be a mystery. At
I
this
don't
point.
know anything about
Okay.
the plot regarding the mask, other than it's the MacGuffin that's supposed to drive us forward. But
MacGuffin.
No. The
That's a good
auction
word.
is what's going to drive you forward because you're going to make so much money.
okay,
Yep. And I make even more money because I have that.
Wait, is it an auction? I thought it was a bazaar.
It's both, but you guys don't really know it yet.
Wait,
but
do they need an auctioneer? Can I auctioneer our items?
we can talk about
We'll
that
find
next
out.
session if you want to offer.
Yes, you in the front hand row. 5 gold, 5 gold. Do I hear 6? Do I hear 6?
Actually, just
6
a sec.
gold, man in a big hat.
you actually specifically said that you were an auctioneer at one point.
I know. I was.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why
You'll
if
have
they
to
need
talk
someone to
them.
help auctioneer, or if they'll let us auctioneer our own items, I will. Out of character, I've never done anything like that before, but I will give it my best shot
Yeah.
to role play it out.
So what's going to happen basically is that all the merchants in town, their prices are going to get absurd. And you're not going to want to go to any of them, but you guys are going to be offered to go to a private auction where you're told that you're going to get the most value out of your stuff, which is true. You're going to get the most value out of your stuff. But we are going to be actually role-playing some auction mechanics. They're very minor, but it's going to be fun. And then there's going to be people with personalities to talk to.
Will it be as fun as kingdom building?
I swear to God, it better be more.
I hope so. I got a little practicing to do, mostly
was
with
a
the
loaded
personalities, because what it is there's going to be a lot of people, but it's going to be kind of like, who do you guys attract to? Which person do you end up talking to, you know? And so I need to make sure that I have like some flavor in here because I want it to go well.
Yeah, I don't know if this is something you'd be open to, but you could try and have like a guest person play some of the personalities if you want the more diversity in it, like get Mantis or someone.
Oh, well, if this is your
Who's, like,
way
not
to
in the
drag
game, to just, like-
Mantis into the game, I mean, we can certainly
No,
try,
no,
but
no,
no.
no.
No, I
I'm
need
not-
to be able to manage them.
I'm perfectly happy with who's in the game. I'm just saying if you're really trying to get more diversity of character, that having a completely different person
Sounds
talking
like
would
too
definitely
much
bring
effort. No, thank you.
that. Okay.
But yeah,
No,
so
I don't care if Mantis is in this game or not. We have a great party.
Yeah, so next session, I don't know. There may or may not be combat. I don't know, but there will be a lot of talking and buying and selling. So keep in mind that you guys aren't going to necessarily just be able to buy what you want next session, but there will be things presented perhaps to you as an option to buy throughout the auction, and then the merchants are going to jack up their prices during the whole thing, but there will be things at normal regular prices, so get an idea of things that you might want to purchase, but if they're like kind of out of the basic normal magic item category, it might not be available, or its price might be absurd. So keep that in mind.
What
that
do
you might
wizards
not get
purchase?
that. Scrolls.
Like amulet of, or ring of protection, that kind of like wondrous items probably.
Yeah,
and
you'll
Soulstorm
find
spells.
like the regular like amulet of natural armor and protections and stuff. But yeah, but if you're looking for like wings of flying, no. Even though it's a really pricey item, but nothing
Cyclops
unique.
helm.
Yeah, no unique items at regular prices next week.
Helm of telepathy.
But however, you guys may also want to just hold on to your money until after all of
afterwards.
this stuff happens. Yeah. And then
Yeah,
have
we'll
your
see.
level
I feel
fours
like I
ready.
just need the basics.
Because if for any reason you guys go and pick a bone with somebody and start combat, you'll want your level 4.
Yeah, I'm already ready.
Oh.
I already finished.
Sweet. I'll have
Yeah.
Fantasy Grounds open.
I'll do it the 5 minutes before session.
I'll have it open like a half hour before, so I'll just wake up, open it, and then go do all my morning stuff.
Okay, that's usually a good bet for me. I'm usually around before the game starts. Like today, I was just playing Terraria.
What is that game?
It's like a Minecraft, 2D Minecraft.
Oh, farm and build.
But the thing with it is that there's lots of different bosses, and once you defeat a boss, then you unlock a bunch of items, and you have to go beat the next boss to unlock even more items. And so you actually
Oh.
have progression where you can't just go mine diamonds at the beginning to get diamond armor. You have to defeat the bosses before you unlock diamond armor, kind of thing.
Meh.
So it's like 2D Minecraft with progression. I'm almost to the end. It's a really fun game though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nearly as sandboxy as Minecraft because your goal is to beat the bosses, not to just mine and craft.
No, I don't think so.
I think I'm good.
How long can you leave Fantasy Grounds up so I can get this updated for you guys, just in case you need it?
Oh, for your character.
Oh, okay. There weren't very many changes, so. Alright, so Monday I'll shoot you a message on Discord.
Cool. Yeah, good session. I'm a little bit sad I missed the big fight last time, but that's okay. It sounds like I whiz popped it pretty well, so
Yeah.
as expected.
We're doing average health per level, right?
Average rounded up.
Average rounded up or just average? Because I assume we're doing average. Pretty sure it's average. You have to remember you don't round up on every level you're doing.
I thought we were doing average rounded
So
up.
for like a wizard, well, he's a D6.
So that's average rounded up.
So it is average rounded
That's average
up.
rounded up.
So wait, you're saying if
Average is always it's gonna be
alternating.
3.5 for a 6.
So for my D8 doing average, it's 5.45.
Let me go.
in
look
every
up
Pathfinder game
encounter.
we've played, we've done average rounded up. So
I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Because that's what Hero
Okay,
Lab
just make-
does. Yeah.
that's
let
what
me
I would do.
double check. And then next time this comes up, I'll remember this answer. Maybe. I don't know. Somebody do it.
I'm just
for
happy
me.
that
I mean, if
add my
Pooh
dex
was
to
here,
my
he'd say
attacks
it
now.
too.
You're happy
Nice.
what?
I get to add my dexterity to my damage now,
Oh.
which is a big improvement.
You gonna be doing damages now. Alright,
Well, my HP is now 49.
Sounds good.
Yep, lots of HP.
wait, what does that talk about? Average.
Mine's 43.
Where does it talk about leveling up? I mean, I'm on the character advancement, but I don't see anything that
All right,
says
I'm
anything
going.
about
Takar.
So yep, good games, very
Yep,
fun.
good
I'll
game.
see you guys
Me
on.
as well.
Here's the
the
tough thing
Firefox.
for
I
me
only see you
though
on weekends.
is that at level 4 I was like, okay, if I'm gonna dual wield, I have to put a point into Dex at level 4, but I don't feel like there's been enough stimuli for me to justify suddenly fighting with 2 weapons.
You've
You
been
know, I
doing a
can
lot of
agree with
sword
that.
and board, to be honest.
Well, yeah, the sword and shield is one thing, and then pulling out the heavy flail for something else is also kind of what I've been doing.
Well, and
Which is
then
then
now
just
you
two-handed,
have
yeah.
the nice new spear too.
Yep.
I don't really see
I kind
you
of wish somebody
evolving into
else
a
could
two-weapon
use it.
fighter. I mean, Nimatep can use it. I have proficiency in it. And despite the
Yeah,
fact I
because it's
can't
simple.
flurry with it, I mean, I can still make single attacks with it.
You wouldn't get your Dex damage, though.
That's true. But is it? It's not a light weapon. In fact, I would be terrible with it because it's not even finessable.
Right? Yeah, I feel like I'm the only one who can use. What I wish I could have, like, I feel like the perfect weapon for this character would be like some kind of unique double weapon.
Oh, you're a Knoll, so the dire flail is exactly what you're right up your alley.
That's what
I
I
mean, it's a Knoll
wanted to
weapon.
use. Is it a null weapon?
I thought it was.
It almost sounds
has-
like it could be, but I don't
It
think
has Knoll written all over it, but I don't know.
it feels like a null weapon, but like there's no such thing as null proficiency. So I'd have to take a feat in order to use it because it's exotic.
All right, I'm gonna take off now.
You know,
and,
you could splash one level of fighter just for the bonus feats, and it wouldn't be a huge impact to your